Yeah.
Do what now?
Don't adjust your sets. We're acting goofy.
It's like, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Unique's working on that Georgia TV title for me. And I told him, do not start any metal etching or metal work until he gets the artwork to me so I can make sure it's going to be right.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
And he's good to work with. I told him, I said, I know I'm driving you crazy, but no, you're fine.
I want that
want
junior heavyweight.
You just want it done right, you know? I mean, you
Yeah.
want to be like Parthay. You want to be like Parthay, have it TV accurate. I mean, but
Well, but it's not just that. It's just that it'll help him get sales because if the belts look better,
he's
they'll
come a
sell
long
better.
way already. He's come a long way already from his
Oh, yeah.
that first NWA TV belt. Boy, he's come a long way.
Yeah. I sent him measurements from another maker and the artwork or pictures, and he made the adjustments, and it came out really, really nice. So,
Oh, good.
Tell you what, I want that FTW belt,
FTW.
the round one.
Hook
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hook having
Yes.
it's making it very popular.
Yep.
He's going to go far, I think.
I've been wanting that before Hook even won it. I just been slacking on it.
Yeah.
We're about a minute. We're about a minute out of the 2-minute timer. So.
Okay. So
That's you got another hit on the copyright for that after I won the dispute before.
you saw what I sent you, right?
Yeah.
That we own that music. They are wrong. We own that. It's like, okay. You know.
And then I got hit on my personal. No, in the group page I posted that blog by Mark Cyrus, and it got hit with same thing. It violated their community standards.
Oh, they're being very picky.
Yeah, it's an algorithm thing. I don't think anybody reported it.
They're being too picky.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They went back and found a post of mine from like 3 years ago and flagged it for violating community standards, and it was something from a TV show.
Oh my gosh!
So every dispute I've filed, I've won it.
Well, my promos from 2018 were getting flagged,
It's ridiculous.
and I'm
It
like,
is.
this was only for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no copyright when you do a promo. Come on, people.
Okay,
I'm
we're
like,
starting
whoever it
counting.
was, they dropped it.
Yeah.
So
They'll go over.
Count them.
They'll go after anything these days. If somebody did it or said it, they're gonna go after you for it.
I mean, you put disclaimers down when you do everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to, and that doesn't do any good sometimes. That's kind of like you know,
Yeah, it doesn't do any good.
Yeah.
it's kind of like
What's the point? I mean,
we are not responsible for damages, but yeah, they are.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All you
But
can
9
do
out
is
of 10 times,
you can
the
try to
artist or the
right.
record label drops the flag because you're actually promoting them
Mm-hmm.
by
Lane-
using the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, Lane should be joining us. Hopefully, he's been having internet issues, so we'll see.
Medically, things okay with Lane?
As far as I know,
Good, thank God. I know he had a hard time there.
I think
I
he's
was
fine.
glad he got out of there.
Yeah, me
But he's
too.
been having internet issues, and I think he's got straightened out. But he's typically late, so we'll see.
Well, let's just hope everything works out, and he'll show up when he can.
And I think Jim
Oh,
said
yeah.
he wouldn't be here this week. I think he's got a show going on. So.
Okay.
And there's a
I think
wrestling
he
show in Oklahoma City I'm going to try to go to here in a couple of
Oh,
months.
cool.
Sounds good to
Cool.
me.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, I do have a belt of the week, Andy. I forgot to tell you, I do have a belt of the week.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Gotta have belt of the week. We're a belt show.
I know it.
There's always that picture of Tony Storm.
Now, I sent that in for research purposes only.
Oh,
I know, I
I'm
was
researching.
We're
I'm
doing
researching.
research, that's for sure.
So when we share it with the fans, it's for research only.
There
Well,
you
now
go.
I have to go off script because I can't concentrate.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Just glad, I'm not going to say it.
So many things could be said.
Yeah. Oh, it's time.
It's time.
Spanning the Globe starts.
Oh, wow. Were we
Spanning-
live?
Yeah, we're live. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
4
It's
minutes,
Spanning the
45
Globes.
seconds worth.
I got to take this off first. Hang on a second. How do I get this off here? There we go. Okay. Spanning the
There we are.
Globe starts now. And good evening, everybody. It is Thursday night. We're here. We're live. We are streaming around the world. This is Spanning the Globe. It is Thursday night. We appreciate you letting us come into your homes or your businesses or your garages or wherever you might be. Could be in your outhouse. But it is Thursday night. I always look forward to coming on here and sharing our collections with you guys. So I would like to introduce our guest hosts tonight. Well, they're not our guest hosts. They're on every week. First of all, joining us from the great state of Ohio, Mr. Andy B. Andy Bolger.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
From the sunshine state of Florida, Mr. Richard Ward, a.k.a. the Warden.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
And making a rare appearance tonight from the swamps of Louisiana, Mr. Lane Crooks.
Gentlemen,
All right.
Hey, Lane.
Richard,
how you doing?
Richard, Andy,
Hey,
how's it going, y'all?
Lane.
You know, I
How's
expected
it
to see a
going?
tan with all this vacation time you've been taking.
I know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back, Lane.
Thank you.
There's
thank
Nor.
you. It's
Nor.
great to be back.
It is Nor.
What's up, Nor?
What's up, Nor?
Yeah.
Hope everything's well.
Feeling
Getting
good tonight.
Glad to hear
Cuddles.
that,
Oh,
Lane.
Mark
I'm
update
glad he's
number one.
watching because I got something special for him here in a minute.
Or should we say Mark Post number one? I count him through the show just for fun, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Update post, yeah. Mr. Chris Thermo, glad you're watching tonight.
Chris.
Thanks for joining us. Taking time out of your busy schedule.
What's up,
Everybody-
Chris?
Oh, good, good.
What's up, Tyler Dove? What's up, Michael
Tim
Todd
Romero,
Anthony?
thank you for watching.
Drew.
Drew.
How you doing, Drew?
In unison.
Timothy, what's going on? Drew,
So
what's
have I,
up,
Mark.
man?
So have I. Good evening, Tyler.
Tyler.
I don't know who that is, but I don't take payments. I'm sorry. He already knows what I'm talking about.
That is actually Joseph.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was.
I don't want to butcher his last name. Rotana.
Rotunda?
Oh,
No,
oh,
Rotunda.
okay. I know what that's about. Okay, I know what that's about. Well, maybe we
Sorry
can
if
add
I
it later.
butchered your last name, bro.
Joseph Rotunda. He holds all the cards. Okay.
Oh, that's got to be one person saying that.
It's not.
Belt should be
Oh,
in the
okay.
open.
Okay.
He's spoofing him.
Okay.
Yeah, if you click on the StreamYard link before you click on the video, you can have your names appear on the screen, so it can give you credit for the comment.
Yeah.
He's on
Welcome,
vacation.
Cedric.
Michelle's on
First time
vacation.
watcher guys in the room.
Yeah.
Lane's off vacation finally.
I tell you, oh man.
Cedric
The
Bynum,
hospital
we'd love to
staff.
have you watching. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you
Hey,
enjoyed the
Cedric,
show.
Welcome, buddy. There's
Platinum Swords, one of our loyal viewers,
Hi, Platinum.
and there he is.
Oh, Gianni.
Dum, dum, dum.
Platinum in the house.
Okay, before we go any further, I want to remind everybody that this show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Releathering for all your leathering needs. And Wednesday, I'm going to shoot a commercial with it. And also by Unique Spirit Championship Belts. And as a matter of fact, you're going to see a belt made by a Unique here in a minute. It's the belt of the week.
They do beautiful work.
We see you, Michael.
Yeah, we know. We know.
We know it's you, man.
Michael Todd Anthony, I believe.
Hey, Michael.
Yep, MTA
I'm
StreamYard
looking
doesn't
forward
work
to
for
it
him.
when we finally get to have Michael on here. I've known Michael for years, but never got to meet him or talk with him.
Yeah, I hit him up about being on the show sometime, and he
That'd
couldn't
be
work it out. Maybe we'll get him on sometime.
Yeah. that'd be
Okay,
great.
so I'm going to show off the belt of the week this week. This is not my belt, but I did do the leather on it.
Okay.
This is Mark the Birdie's Ultimate Cuddles custom belt. So let's take a look at that real quick, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
What's up, Mr. Kid?
There it is.
That is a nice belt. Hey, Dakota,
That's
how you doing,
beautiful.
man? Welcome to the page.
Mr. Keel, glad to have you watching.
Big
day, Ben.
in the
Ben,
house.
Ben, what's up?
Tonight, Ben.
Hoodies, jabronis.
You know, I had the vid myself a few weeks ago.
Oh,
It's-
take care.
Had 3 times now. So.
Take care, buddy.
Dakota Curtis, thank you for joining us tonight. We're
Hey,
seeing a lot
what's
of new
up?
names tonight. I'm just happy about
Yeah,
that.
This is great.
I
Everybody-
also
welcome. It was great.
I was also remiss in mentioning that the YouTube portion of this podcast is made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast on Apple Podcasts. Who was that?
somebody take off on a Harley.
Yeah, I guess
it's
so.
over here somewhere, I think.
That
Got
wasn't
a drag
me.
strip outside your
What are
house.
you up to, Lane? Come on.
I did eat
I-
tacos for dinner, so maybe it was, and I just don't know.
That was his DoorDash leaving.
Oh, that sounds good.
He didn't leave a tip, the cheapskate. So
You're getting the heck out of there.
yeah. All right, you still have to send me pictures of that belt at your poker table.
Mark update number 2.
Mark that. Yeah. Where are you on
Yeah,
vacation at? Oh, he's doing a staycation. I believe he said he's doing a stay.
It's not real unless you show us proof.
Yeah, pictures or it didn't happen.
There you go.
I also want to give a shout out to Mayan Madasser and Mayan Belts. I'm wearing their shirt tonight. He made this belt. This is my American Heavyweight Championship belt. World class.
Beautiful. Oh,
I did
I
this
gotta get
leather.
me some shirts, man. You guys got the good shirts.
Well, you know, there's a certain middleman that won't be mentioned that turned out to be a scammer.
Yeah.
But I bought this shirt off of him, and when it blew up with Mayan, he told me, or I think he said on his live, he said, "I'm gonna burn my shirt or throw it in the trash or something." He was going to destroy the shirt. Well, I didn't believe in doing that, and I didn't have both sides of the story, so I kept the shirt, and I'm glad I did. It's a really pretty shirt.
Yeah.
The logo looks familiar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure does.
If you look over here in the upper right hand corner, you'll see it. Anyway, very popular design. Let's see your shirt. Yeah, we're going to talk about
Walk
that.
down.
oh, there you
Brother.
go.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Be the man. You got to beat the man.
Andy,
There you
all
go.
I gotta say is,
We the one.
Acknowledge me.
Or at least try to.
By the way, speaking of Mayan, I've ordered the IWGP V4 from Mayan, so I'm hoping to have that soon.
I bet.
Cannot
he
wait
just
to get
knocks
it.
Out. I bet he just knocks it out of the park when you get that.
I might have to
Uh,
hit him up.
He does great work. Mine.
Yeah.
Always done great work.
I'll talk to him today.
So much.
Lane has a new belt.
He does.
Yes, I do.
Ooh, let's see this.
Do you have it there handy?
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, let's see it. You cracking pecans or something there? The
The
UWF Tag Team Championship.
That
Yeah,
reminds
wha-
me of a certain individual named Eric Embry.
Oh wow, nice.
That's a different belt.
Oh, that's not the one Eric Embry had?
No, this is a
no.
UWF
Oh,
Tag.
Universal. Okay, that looks very similar to the world class.
It sure
Yeah,
does.
the light heavyweight.
And
Yeah.
It looks a lot like it.
Yeah, okay. You had me fooled.
Now where did you get that belt?
Ken Harper.
Ken Harper?
Very nice, Lane.
Thank you. Yes.
Does that make 3 Lane?
I'll see here.
4.
I got Dome Globe. I've got one half of the world class tag. I've got the Louisiana. Let's see here. I've got this, and I've got the one from the 80s that I got out of the magazine. So that's
belts.
4.
Wow, man, you're stepping up your game there, brother.
Yeah, there you go, Lane.
So I'm
Building up
very
a collection.
Heck
I know
yeah.
it. I'm gonna have to give you another room to put all these.
You got the Malaysian stamp of approval.
Yes.
Nor likes
Can I share what I got this week?
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see it.
Yeah. What you got? Oh, that's cool.
wow. I need that one.
Amazon hit it for $16, so I couldn't.
Wow.
Wow.
I gotta
Ooh.
grab it.
They're going for like $45 on eBay. It's like, no, I'm not paying that. So.
Oh, I gotta grab that. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Still,
man.
Yeah, so it's still available. So everybody, $16 at Amazon right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that silver US belt I had last week on here, the
Mhm.
belt of the week, I sold it. And this is the goofy part. I shipped that thing Tuesday morning, about mid morning, to Maine. A guy in Maine. It arrived this morning.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe it. And that's shipping
Whoa.
USPS.
Yeah, sometimes USPS will just shock the you know what out of you.
Well, usually it
In a
has to
good
go
way,
to that.
good way.
Yeah, it goes to Oklahoma City, then it goes to whatever state it's going to, and it goes to their distribution center. Then it goes to the town. I mean, I only got like 2 updates. Like it left here, it left
Mhm.
Oklahoma City, and then this morning I got a delivery notification. I'm like, really?
Wow.
That's amazing. That is
Great when it works out like that.
But anyway, he's very happy with it. He posted a post in the Championship Belt Brothers group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never ordered a. Well, I take that back. I think I had a belt from him.
Nor I'm pretty sure that he does. Just talk with him. He's one of the best people. He's a great guy. He'll answer any questions. I believe he does everything.
I had one belt from him that on his leather because the rest of them I ordered just a place to do my own leather. But I bought it secondhand from that scamming middleman, and it looked like it had been used. So it wasn't great leather because it looked like it had been around a while.
Yeah, supposedly that guy would keep belts on hand and send out not as good cop. He'd keep the better one for himself and send out the weaker one to people and get away with it.
Oh yeah.
He sent me that Middle Eastern belt, and he said he got a 2mm and a 4mm.
Mhm.
He gave me this belt,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he gave me the 4mm and kept the 2mm. I don't believe that because I don't think he'd keep a 2mm belt.
He always tried to colorize himself in much better.
Oh yeah. But enough about him.
Exactly.
I'm gradually selling some of the belts I got from him. I'm replacing with newer ones because I just really don't want a whole lot to do with that.
Don't blame you.
But that Middle Eastern title I am keeping because
Yeah,
they're hard to
that's-
find. You don't see them very often.
That's a very nice belt.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, Mion's working on that IWGP for me, and I'm hoping to have it here in the next month or two.
Yeah.
That should, well, I'll say it was supposed to cap off my collection. It was going to be the final addition to my collection,
Mm-hmm.
but Unique posted a picture of some belts he had made, and I saw a Georgia TV belt in the background.
that
So I'll
Georgia
talk to you
TV
about
is beautiful.
So I ordered another set of plates for that Silver US because I had him make a couple of changes. Because after seeing that picture of the original US title at the Ric Flair thing last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed it, and Mateen made one for me. I passed on it because I thought it was incorrect, but there's a stacked medallion on that main plate. And when I can't remember who it was that posted that picture, but it is a stacked medallion. I didn't realize that. So
Mm-hmm.
I asked. Okay. You get an endorsement there. But anyway, what was it? Oh, also on the side plates, and I told him to do it this way, but I was wrong. Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, keep a tally there. But I told him when he first made that last belt to put raised edges on the side plates. Well, that was my mistake.
Mhm.
What I looked at was a different picture. Yeah, it was Reggie Harp. It was Reggie Harp. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate that.
Yep.
What I thought were raised edges was actually those backing plates behind those other plates that made it look like a raised edge. So I'm having him make me the same plates, but add the stack piece and get rid of the raised edges on the side plates. And I think he will have one of the best 10 pounds of silver belts out there.
Mm-hmm.
The size is perfect. The dimensions are perfect. He just needs to make those 2 additions. It'll be just like the original, in my opinion.
Now, Mark, I know we talked about in the past. Are you still going to get one made where it's painted?
I haven't decided yet.
I think that
Because
would,
it's beautiful. I saw one in hand. I had one in hand when I got into it with that guy last year that wanted me to do the leather work for him.
Mhm.
And he was being very picky, wouldn't leave me alone. And he had those plates. And in fact, they were classic Shields plates.
Wow.
But those plates were small. I was surprised. They looked like a kid's belt.
Huh.
But the paint job was beautiful. I mean, they're
Yes.
beautiful plates. But that's not a belt that I followed when I was younger. The one I saw was after the
you
paint
saw,
had
it when
rubbed on.
you saw it when the paint was gone.
Yeah. So that's the one that I'm
Me too.
emotionally attached to. So I didn't even know it was painted until I got into the hobby.
Yeah, I'd have to go to the one that's all silver myself.
Me too.
But when I told Unique I wanted to order that that Georgia TV belt. I told him I want those plates in the exact same dimensions, same size, and everything, because very rarely do I see a maker that gets that main plate right. So I sent him pictures, and I got to look at the pictures and decided that it's more than likely made by the same people that made the NWES, which is probably Reggie.
More than likely.
So I figured he used that same template. I just told him to make the same artwork as the Georgia TV, just put it on the NWA US plates, the shape. So, and if he pulls this off, I won't be able to contain myself to show this belt off. So, oh, okay, I'll check. Let me check. That's something. Yeah. No. Yeah, I did get it. Sorry. I'll have to download a few. I'm just going to download a couple of them.
Man, Lane's stepping up his game. He's on his tablet and checking his phone at the same time, man.
He's multitasking.
Yeah.
Just a minute, Platt. You guys talk amongst yourselves. So I'm going to get these pictures. Just going to download a couple.
Yeah, Andy, talking about that belt that Eric had with that light heavyweight. That's a beautiful belt.
Yeah.
I got one.
Oh.
It's not on leather yet, but it's this one right here.
Yeah,
that is
so
beautiful.
much like the UWF. I mean,
It does, yeah.
It's bizarre how much those two look alike.
There you go.
That is
I haven't finished painting it yet.
Gorgeous.
I always liked that.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I wasn't going to get it, but somebody told me your collection isn't complete till you get the 6-man tag, which I'll talk about in a second.
Which is what that belt.
Appreciate that, Damon.
It shouldn't be called the Trios title. I don't feel for that.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Beautiful belts, but I don't like that.
Come
that
on.
name.
Thank you, Damon.
Yeah, thank you, Damon.
It's like a yuppie name for the title.
We got a lot of new viewers tonight. That's awesome.
Dude, this is great.
Welcome everybody.
Let me upload these pictures. I'll show these off. Now I'll get that 6-man belt.
Acknowledge us.
Yeah. Your podcast chief. Bloodline, yeah.
I'm a fan.
Okay, here's Platinum Swords NWA. I think he showed us the plates before they're painted, but now they're on leather. Check this out.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Oh,
One of my
Beautiful.
all-time favorite belts. I love that belt.
easily, yeah. I like it better than
Road Warriors.
Yeah,
Good
with the
strap.
banners all in black. I like that.
Yeah, that looks like mine.
Mine has.
It's
Mine
so
are
hard
not
to-
colored in though.
Yeah.
It's so hard to acknowledge that those guys are gone. They were the greatest
I
Yeah.
know.
in my lifetime, I feel, and just gone. I mean, taking nothing away from rock and roll and Midnights. Awesome too, but just the Road Warriors, man. They just,
Yeah, it's hard to believe they're both gone. I mean,
yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah, they were hardcore before hardcore was hardcore.
Mark,
Yes.
can you send me that picture? I want to post it.
Nothing
Or
like a
show
Road
it.
Warriors entrance.
Okay.
and I
Yeah,
can just
they
hear
were awesome.
talk.
Yeah, well, I saw them on Georgia Championship Wrestling, and they were dominant. I mean, they were dominant everywhere. But
Remember when they
Nobody-
were in the denim? They
I
used to
didn't.
come out
I
in
didn't see them in the
denim.
denim.
Yeah, they look like members of the Village People.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
was just
did.
gonna say that.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that to them though, but
No, not no.
nobody
Go
messed
up to them and say, "Do you know where the
Nobody- I mean-
YMCA is?"
and if anybody did mess with them, they took care of them.
They even made a rare appearance in Mid South.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
They got around. I mean,
Yeah.
I think was it Jermaine? I think that's got every single tag team belt that they had. He's got every single one of them.
No problem, Mike.
World, all of
Okay.
them.
I'm gonna show this picture as soon as I get it uploaded. But next time, Mark, get a picture of you holding it at the poker table. Still awesome.
What I do when I make friends, man, I reach out every now and then.
He reaches out and
There we
touches
go.
them.
Oh, there he is. He's got
He's
the
got his
proof.
drink right there too. He's ready.
I'm curious what
Hey,
that
Mark,
drink is. That sangria?
What was that a Shirley Temple?
Yeah, is that a cherry Coke? Come on, Cuddles. What is that?
Is the
Yeah.
Ultimate Cuddles drinking a Shirley Temple?
Yeah. Nice. Thank you very much. Okay, let me get to this real quick, and then we'll move on. I've got a set of plates for the WCCW 6-Man Tag Team Championship. I got them from Dream Championship Belts, Tanvir Kershid. Very, very good maker. That's where I got the world class light heavyweight, by the way.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, these plates were in the box with that light heavyweight title, And I think part of the problem was they were stacked on top of each other in the box, which that's the only way you could do it. They wrapped in bubble wrap, but I think they probably had a rough travel getting over here, and they got scratched in transit. So
Okay.
he's making me another set, but I'm trying to get rid of these, and I've got these for sale. I'm gonna show these pictures. Look around the 6 in the middle of the 6 man. You see the scratches there between 6 and man,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see some more on the other side.
I wonder if some good polishing would help that.
They're
So,
pretty
turtle
deep.
wax work?
Oh, they're real deep.
Yeah, they're pretty deep. There's some more close-ups
Yeah,
there.
it does look.
Turtle
But,
wax and a
somebody
good
who might be
opener?
able to do something with
And
it.
I got a video I'm gonna show too.
Yeah.
There's a side plate. You see a scratch right there in the middle, guy.
Yeah.
Pretty deep. So let me show this video.
It's got a definite ring-worn appeal to it.
Yeah, it'd make a great project belt,
Yeah.
and I've got these for sale. I posted them. I posted them in Broken Belts, but I'm going to sell these for $75 shipped. They're showing the scratches there. That's
You can't
upside
beat
down. That's
that.
why I filmed it.
75
So,
bucks for that. You can't beat
I
that.
just need to get them off my hands. So
It should move.
yeah, Jim, I'll get you on in a second. Bear with me. But you can see, yeah, the scratches, and these are no fault of the maker, no fault at all. It's just they had a rough trip getting over here for some reason, and they were stacked underneath
happens.
the plates. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, DHL opens everything. God knows what
Hey
happens.
guys,
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be back shortly.
Well, not just
So-
that, it's customs too.
Oh yeah, customs DHL, all of them. They all
Yeah, and I think they did open it up. There he is.
Hey,
We're going to
Jim,
show Mr. Jim Lawrence.
Hey guys,
What's up?
what's up?
not a whole lot, fellas. How you guys doing?
Real
Good
good.
deal.
Real good.
Sorry I'm late. Been dealing with some family stuff. My dad is in the hospital with COVID, so
Oh
I
no.
might be I might be dipping out of here.
Okay.
If anything.
Or whatever you need to do, Jim.
Oh well, I'm just waiting on a phone call. My dad is 70 years old, and I don't want to hijack the show or anything, so I'll just go through this real quick. And he's a former smoker. He just quit smoking like 6 days ago. So it tells you kind of what he's up against right now.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the hospital. What day was it? What is today? Today's now what, Thursday? I want to say he went to Med Express on Monday or Tuesday, and when he went into Med Express, his oxygen levels were so low that they had to call an ambulance immediately, and he's
Oh,
been in the
wow.
hospital since. But I haven't heard anything, so I'm looking at it as no news is good news. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hopefully
Sending prayers,
everything.
Jim. Sending
Yeah,
prayers.
definitely.
I appreciate it, guys. I really do.
Definitely.
So if and when she, because they sent her home, she has it as well. My dad's I should say his wife, but they're not married. They may as well be. They've been together so long. But they sent her home and they sent him to the hospital.
Mm.
And she called me yesterday and kind of updated me with what the situation was. So I'm kind of just sitting here. I called her earlier. So like I said, if I happen to just bail out and just disappear,
Oh yeah, man.
And
Family first.
if I don't come back, because my Wi-Fi has been acting really wonky the last couple of days. Too.
Well, he's
So
in our
it's-
prayers, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
it, guys. I really do. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Uh,
I'm sure a couple of you saw the discussion in another group that I was having with people, and I just want to say thank you. Even though I may not be one of those people who are, they are appreciated, and I can't say it. Thank you, because it means something to him, so it means something to me.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. While you're here, Jim, I'm glad you're here, and I hope everything goes well. You're in my prayers also. But
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here because I want to talk about something.
Thank you.
I was going to actually talk about it later. Ric Flair's final match, and I know you already had this discussion on BAM the other night. But let's talk about that. We'll just bump that up because there's no format here tonight. We're just kind of winging it. I watched that live. I watched most of the pay-per-view. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a lot of it, and the undercard was excellent. A lot of great talent, new and old school. Very entertaining, very well done. The pageantry was there, and then Ric Flair comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to dog on Ric Flair. I'm just not going to do that because he is a legend. I hated him as a heel when I was younger because kayfabe. But
Mhm.
he is one of the ones that people bring up when they talk about professional wrestling. You know, he's a cult. He has a cult following.
He's the man.
NFL stars talk. Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. But what happened that night was not the Ric Flair of old.
Not by any means, not even close.
It was sad.
It was a struggle all the way down the ramp. It really was. He struggled to keep the belt up on his waist.
Mhm.
He got in the ring. He acted like he wasn't sure how to get in the ring, and I think what he was thinking was somebody was going to hold the ropes on the other side of him because that's kind of what it looked like. Because Kyoto was holding the ropes so he could get in there, but the belt kept trying to fall down below his waist, which is not his fault. I mean, I think he has the pacemaker and something else going on down there, but he couldn't keep the belt on.
Well, he had
gets in the ring.
surgery on his. He had surgery on his side,
That's what it was. Yeah,
and I
he
think
probably had a
that's-
wound vac or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and he just the poor guy. He tried to be the old Ric Flair, but he couldn't be it. And my heart went out to him. I mean,
Yeah, you know what? He has nothing more to prove to me. Ric Flair
Oh, he
was the
does not have
man.
anything
No,
to prove.
no question asked.
Nothing.
He's the man.
all the years he gave me of entertainment, that was what he wanted, his night, and he got it what he wanted. Okay.
Exactly. He went out on his terms.
Yeah.
This obviously was for him. It was not for us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God bless him.
That could be. I don't know. But you know, the first few minutes of the match, he acted like he was enjoying it. I mean, he was smiling at him. You could tell he was just relishing the moment. He's like, "I'm in the ring again. I'm having fun." And 5 minutes later,
Reality
he was
set in.
gassed. He was gassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Brett Favre was probably shaking his head.
I love when Tony Schiavone was interviewing him at the end. He said, Rick,
Yeah,
what are you going to do after this? He goes, you know what, bleep, bleep? He goes, me and Kid Rock are going to go party.
But you know, people were talking about the possibility he was intoxicated during the match. I don't believe that. The reason why is
I don't
because
think he was.
his post-match comments did not sound like anything
No.
intoxicated fueled or anything.
It was
like
just
that.
the reality of having a 73-year-old man trying to do professional wrestling, and it just could not be done, especially with his condition his body was in. There was just no way he could do it.
I mean, I applaud him for trying to
He
do
tried.
what he wanted to do. But and a lot was been made about the fact that everybody saw these training videos he was in. It looked like he was going to really give it a go. But you have to understand, those were bits and pieces of video that came from, who knows, 5 or 10 minutes of workout. Once he got in the ring, I mean, he's no longer the 60-minute man. I mean, his stamina's gone. I think he was good for 5 minutes, and then it was done.
I do have to pay homage to Jeff Jarrett
Yes.
and
Jay
what's his
Lethal.
name?
Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal.
He worked
They
out with him,
sold
like,
every
day,
chop.
every day in his
Exactly.
school.
They did a
Right.
fine job
I mean-
carrying him through. He was carried through
Well-
that match.
Come on.
And you know, I
Oh,
said
yeah.
this I said this in a comment on BAM the other night. It was said many times that Ric Flair could carry a mop and a broom through a match and make them look good. That night, he was the mop and broom.
Mm-hmm. And man, I
And
was
I
hoping
hate that.
I
He-
hated that. I was hoping, as I was watching, go, please don't let him blade. Please don't let him blade. Nope.
Oh, he said he was going to blade,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
everywhere. It was just everywhere.
and he did.
Yeah.
And I called it right, and I called it wrong. I
Good.
said before the match was over that Charlotte would come out and attack Jarrett's wife.
Yeah, I was surprised she didn't come.
And-
Her husband was
but
out there. Her dad was
I was
out there,
right that Flair's daughter did that. It was just the other daughter.
The other daughter.
Yeah.
I just thought, I thought Charlotte would at least be ringside, but no, I wonder if she was even there. Was her husband there? Her dad there? I wonder
She was backstage.
Oh,
she
she's
was backstage.
okay.
I don't think she could come out because I think she's still contractually obligated to WWE.
Well, but Jeff Jarrett's working for WWE, and he was.
Well, that's true, but he's not a
I mean,
talent.
And
He's-
now
he's-
with Triple H running the show, you think it might be maybe a little relaxed for something like that,
But he really he deserved a better ending, but he got that with Shawn Michaels. He really did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was just really sad. And I'm writing a blog right now. I'm actually in the middle of a blog right now. I'm going to try to write about this. And I basically gone back to better years, when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
But I just
I mean,
hated to see it.
He couldn't even sit up for the figure four. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
you know.
But
I'm gonna, because I don't know if the people who watch BAM also watch this, because I hadn't been on BAM for a while.
yeah, some
And I
people
got
do.
invited back on. Yeah. For those of you who didn't, I'm going to go into my defense of Ric Flair. Not so much the match, because the match was sad. If
Yeah.
anything, it was sad, because we all have memories of Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna impress upon you reasons why you should not be angry, and this is the point I was trying to make with on BAM. First and foremost, the man is 73 years old.
Yes.
And I don't know any 73-year-old. My dad is 70. He's not even 73. And I don't know of any 73-year-olds who can get around without a walker, much less be able to walk into the ring and do what Ric Flair did, even though it was sad to watch. Now, people were like, why? Why did Ric Flair do it? It was a cash grab. Well, yeah, we're talking about Ric Flair. We know that he is horrible with money, and he needs every penny he can make. He'll probably try to work until the day he dies doing something.
Yeah.
The thing is we, all of us, the people who are watching this, will hopefully make it to an age to where we, like him, can look back on our life and go, you know what? I was really good at doing this one thing. And I really enjoyed doing that one thing my whole life. The fact that was the only thing that Ric Flair ever did. Ric Flair's not like us. He didn't hold a regular job. He didn't have a 9 to 5. He didn't have a regular weekend, weekday, week schedule, right? That was never a thing. Wrestling is literally, legitimately the only thing the man has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, all right. So now he's 70 some years old, and he's looking back on life like this man, dude. Looking back, I can, looking a lot clearer than looking forward. Time's getting short. I might be able to do this one last time. I'm going to try to do this one last time. If I try to do this one last time, the whole world is going to want to watch, because I am Ric Flair. So I may as well let them watch.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, how long ago was that match with Shawn Michaels? What, 15 years ago? 14 years ago?
2008.
Yeah, I think
2008. 14
I think
years
it's
ago.
2008.
Okay, so, and how many years did he wrestle in TNA after that? Because he did go on to TNA for a little while.
Yeah, that I don't know how long he did that.
Couple years, maybe.
Okay, so
He did some
we'll have
hardcore matches in there, didn't he? Didn't he do hardcore matches in TNA?
Yeah, he had all
Thumbtack?
kinds of crazy. Yeah, he did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
that was the desperation for cash right there.
Yeah, but once again, so another 2 years. So we'll say he's been off for what, 12 years.
Yeah.
It's been 12 years since that he last took a bump, stepped foot in the ring.
Yeah.
I can tell you personally, and everybody that's been complaining about this, and I understand, you spent hard-earned cash to see Ric Flair have a match, to do it one more time. There's one thing about being in shape, it's another thing about being in ring shape. It's a totally different animal. And once again, going back to Ric Flair's age, at 73 years old, I don't know how many men can get around without a walker, much less be in shape to get into the ring, much less actually be in somewhat of a ring shape. Obviously, Ric Flair was not in the best of ring shape there is. As a matter of fact, we discussed this on BAM. I think he had an adrenaline dump. He got supercharged before the match. His adrenaline was up, and once he got out there, everything just, because it's happened to me before, and you're just kind of,
that put it right there. I agree with you, Ben.
There's a number of different ways they could have done this. Yeah, a number of different ways they could have done this. That's actually a pretty good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
But that's not the way
but
he
at
wanted
the
to go
same
out.
time,
Yeah,
that's not what he wanted. He wanted
No.
to go in there and wrestle one more match.
Yeah.
This was not about you, what a promoter thought. This was about Ric Flair getting in and wrestling one more match.
Yeah.
You know
Now,
what
Now-
though? He didn't let me down.
I want to also impress upon everybody that now it's been 12 years since he took any kind of real bumps and was in any kind of ring play. All right, 40 years of taking bumps takes its toll, right? We know he had his heart episode. We also know that he had what was it, hernia surgery or something like that here a while back or something.
He was
You
just
don't really
also
know
in a
what it
coma
was.
for 2 weeks, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he had all these medical conditions. All he wanted to do was just to go out there and live one more time.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be able to. He physically can't. He shouldn't.
That was like his Make-A-Wish thing,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. This
Yeah.
was Ric Flair's Make-A-Wish, and if
Yeah.
people look at it like that, then maybe we, you know, they would.
it was all on his terms, the way it should be.
Yeah. And you know what?
You know,
People talk about spending their hard-earned money and being let down. This is a whole weekend thing. They had the roast, they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
meet and greets, they had the autographs, they had the big undercard. So you really didn't lose any money unless you paid your money just to see that match.
I gotta
No
watch the
guarantee
roast.
He was going to do certain moves or anything like that. No.
There is
he
a
physically couldn't do moves.
there's
And
a
remember, there's a
YouTube
plane crash in between in all that too. People seem to forget, you know.
and 2 lightning
And all
strikes.
that adds up over time. Yeah. I mean, all that adds up over time.
Yeah.
And
He's
you know,
been living on borrowed time, actually. But actually, there's a YouTube channel, and I've mentioned it before, called Days with Jordan the Lion, and he was at that event. He's a big wrestling fan, and he filmed part of the roast. He filmed some of the meet and greet. He took his picture with Ric Flair. He had his action figure made with Ric Flair. He also filmed the match from the opposite side of the ring from where the TV cameras were. And the reason I mention that is because there's a piece of video. I'm actually going to show this. It's actually kind of funny. One of our fellow collectors and a member of this of our group, he's been a guest on our show, and I'm going to bring him back. His name is Dave Miller. He is the referee that came running in at the end of the match and counting the 1, 2, 3. Now you want to talk about the dream of a lifetime?
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, trust me, I
It
know.
couldn't happen to a better guy.
Yeah,
Exactly, man. The dude's a really cool cat.
and I talked to him after the match and said, or that night, and congratulated him and said, "Hey, would you like to come on the show again?" And this is what I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
He has agreed to come on the show next week and talk about that weekend.
Yes.
Awesome.
So I had to play that video because I've always wanted to do that. So
When's the date for this show?
next week, next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not working. I hope I can make it.
I got some good questions for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
all do. When I asked him, I said, "Would you like to come on the show?" He said he'd love to. I said, "Well," and this was, I think it was a Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night. Could have been Monday morning. I said, "Is this Thursday too soon for you?" He said, "Well, yeah." He said, "I still can't talk about it without getting emotional, without crying."
Oh, yeah.
So he's on a high. Who wouldn't be?
Cloud 9.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
on Cloud
God,
9
yeah.
right now. That's where he should be. Yeah.
So I'm thrilled to death that he's going to come on next week.
I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, I got him, Nick.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, let me say this. Like, okay, like getting to come in on that match, Ric Flair. See, I got to do that for the NWA title, right? And I thought that was pretty cool for me, right? He has done and I'm sure he's worked with a lot of the same people that I have. You know what I mean? I've been very fortunate. You know what he's done is like, as far as like referees are concerned, that's like the hitting the Mega Millions for $1.3 billion.
Right?
He won
Like
the lotto.
legit.
He won the lotto.
He
in
did.
wrestling, right?
He didn't get to
I mean,
referee the match, but he got the most important part.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and I'm going to
Yeah,
show
I didn't
that.
get to do that. I got
I'm
the
going to show that
flat cap.
today, and I'll show it next week when he comes on. But I want you guys to see this. And if you haven't watched and don't want a spoiler, turn away or turn your computer off or turn your screen off, whatever. But this is the last minute of that match, and I want you to listen very closely. The guy that's filming, what name he calls him as he runs down the ring or runs down the aisle. So here we go. It's loading. Hang on. Here we go. This is the YouTube channel. So you look this up. He filmed the whole weekend or documented the whole weekend. This is the opposite side. Look at that cell. Now listen.
And the ref's knocked out, of course. Earl Hebner!
Not even close.
Dave Miller right there.
Super Dave. Pond water Dave.
You might as well have been wearing a Superman cape.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can guarantee you he's going to have that referee shirt framed.
Oh, yeah.
I would.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
It's probably
I
already
wouldn't have
framed.
even watched
Leave
that.
it the way it is. Have it framed,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I wouldn't even wash it.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
it would stink.
no.
It would stink in its little shadow box on the wall. And then, like,
Yeah.
when I died, somebody opened it up and they smelled it. Like, oh my god! They were like, "Yeah, that's a mistake." from
He's
Ric
probably
Flair."
gonna frame it, put it next to the David Von Erich tights he's got.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Somebody's got a bag of that confetti.
He's now an
Yeah.
important part of his own collection.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
How can you beat
This
that?
is Nick Carnival with Big Boys Belts. He's at the gathering in Charlotte, and he's trying to get me to come over there next year, and I really want to do that. So he's
What's
there
up,
with Rusty
Jason?
Miller.
Rusty shouldn't be too hard to find, Mark.
No,
Hey,
should he?
hey guys, I just want to acknowledge one of our viewers, Jason Cortez. Happy birthday, Jason.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jason.
Happy
Today's
birthday.
his birthday. Or was it yesterday?
Man.
Was today or yesterday? I remember
Today.
wishing him happy birthday.
Whenever it is, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. This is also the 1 year anniversary of the death of beautiful Bobby Eaton, by the way.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
that was
It
that
is
was
a
here
song-
already.
one of the worst things or hardest things I ever had to listen to was listening to Jim Cornette talking about it on his show.
That was painful.
That
Yeah.
was too painful.
Yeah, that was bad.
I
The
haven't
song,
heard,
the song about it, that dude that played the song at the end of it, though, that was really, really good.
I haven't heard his Cornette guy giving his review to Rick's last match.
I haven't seen. And if you'll call him Earl Hebner.
I haven't seen if he has.
I don't think so, at least not yet. But I just got the new podcast today, so I started listening to it a little bit when I first got home, but haven't really been able to listen to too much of anything because it's just I've been so busy.
Sorry, lady, I had you muted. You had the popcorn noise going on. So
You making
that's all right.
popcorn, Lane?
I want to get your
Yeah,
comments
I
on this, Lane.
I will later. Okay.
All right. Share some, okay?
Okay. I'll send it.
That's Jason right there.
It was yesterday.
Well, happy birthday.
Oh, okay, I thought it was.
Okay, Cornette's gear. Okay. Yeah, you knew Cornette would say something soon.
Oh yeah. If you haven't heard about it or seen it, you need to look up the Dairy Queen story on Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
That is it.
good.
And the funniest one is him watching the video and talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got into it with the Dairy Queen drive-thru one night. They come back from Hyden, Kentucky.
I thought it was a Wendy's drive-thru. Was it a Dairy Queen drive-thru?
Dairy Queen. It was Dairy
Okay.
Queen.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
Cornette
Jason.
loves Wendy's. He'll never say anything bad about Wendy's.
Oh, he loves Wendy's. Extra
But,
everything.
They'll get you in the drive-through. They'll
Yeah,
get you
they,
in the drive-through.
But they had just finished a show in Hyden, Kentucky, and the only place open that late at night was Dairy Queen. And I'm just going to give the Cliff Notes version. And they go through the drive-through, and the line is long. So they got 4 or 5 guys in the van, or the car. I think it's a van, and somebody in the back seat's filming. So they finally get up to the drive-through, and they ordered all this big order, and they said, "Oh, we'll go ahead and get started on that." He said, "What do you mean get started? We ordered that 20 minutes ago." So we weren't sure if you really wanted it, and the fight was on. And he gets out of the car. He gets out of the car, walks up to the drive-thru, sticks his head through the window, and he said that Tammy and Chris Candido were at the counter when he could do that. He cussed that woman up at one side down there. It's hilarious. He started.
like only Jim
First,
Cornette.
the lady says, "If you don't stop cussing, you're not going to get nothing." That's when he come out of the car. I can't play it on here because of the language.
Oh yeah.
Look it up on YouTube. Dairy Queen, Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
You'll
Okay.
thank me later.
Good.
Okay,
Good
guys,
entertainment.
this past weekend, I had an opportunity to have a training seminar with none other than Bushwhacker Luke,
Oh,
Chief
nice.
Herder Luke,
Oh,
to me.
wow.
We talked about Southwest Championship Wrestling. We went over his history. He went straight through his history, like right at the beginning of the seminar. Just talking about what it was like wrestling in New Zealand because they didn't have TV. So the only time that they saw any kind of wrestling or anything was whenever they were brought stuff from Australia, and they would watch World of Sport from England. So he thought legitimately like wrestling. He had the first time ever seeing wrestling was his first time in a ring, like legitimately. Anyway, we were talking. You got the cornet. I wanted to tell this story. I know for a fact that Bushwhacker Luke is a listener of Jim Cornette's podcast. For those of us who are a fan of the podcast, Jim Cornette has a term that he uses for Orange Cassidy. He calls him Pocket.
Yeah.
And now we weren't talking about Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette didn't get brought up like at any point in time during this seminar. But I'm taking a drink, and he's talking about professional wrestling versus the modern stuff now. He said, man, it used to look like, we were, really trying to hurt each other, but nobody was hurting each other. And he said, nowadays, you're not really trying to hurt each other, but you're really getting hurt. And he's like, and he started talking about modern wrestling. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was, he said, so does anybody know? And he just kind of stops, and he's like, I don't know how to word this but without saying it. And he says the word, but I'm not going to say it because of the show. He says, what the F is up with Pocket? And I'm taking a drink of water, right? And as soon as he says this, I almost spit water everywhere because I am a listener of Cornette, so I knew exactly who he was talking about as soon as he says it, right? And like, I'm like, oh my God. And like the trainees, because, they're younger, they're kids, most of them. When I say kids, they're in their 20s and late teens, early 20s. The kids are they have no clue because they don't listen. And if they did, they probably would not like Jim Cornette because of what he says about people like Orange Cassidy and AEW. But it was just one of those things where, that's one of those things where you have something in common with somebody without ever having to speak a word about it to each other.
Yeah, he's a big fan of he's a big fan of Kenny Omega too.
Yeah, no. See now, once again, he didn't say anything negative about Omega. It was just, what the F is up with Pocket? And as soon as he said Pocket, I was like, he listens to Cornette. And like I said, I was taking a drink. I almost spit my drink out laughing when he said it.
Speaking of Kenny Omega, I'm getting his nameplate put on my IWGP.
Cool.
You got to have him make a nameplate with your name on it, Mark, like I did.
What's that on?
I have Kenny Omega, and I have one with my nameplate on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I'll ask him about it.
Yeah, they'll take care of you.
I'll ask him about it.
My AEW has Moxley on it.
So does mine. So does mine, Richard.
Well, when I ordered the big gold from or the crumb run from Rizwan, he made me a second nameplate with my name on it, but it has not gone on the belt yet. And I'm not sure it ever will because I never won the title. So
yeah, you got to fight for it.
Yeah,
I worked hard and I got
Bring it on. Bring it
on. I waited months to get it. That was all I could do.
Hey, yeah. I got my own personal side plates of my promo character.
There you go.
Ah, nice. The WCCW 6-man tag is sold.
Nice.
Wow, right.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, that was a heck of a deal, Mark. Shouldn't have been any problem,
Yeah.
Selling it. So I'm glad.
But I have to leather it.
It all works out.
I've already got strap cut, but I was actually saving it for the new plates that are coming in. But I can get some more. I can get some more leather. So
$75.
You'll never guess who bought it.
Cuddles.
Nope.
Richard.
No.
Nope.
Richard. Was it Richard?
No. Nobody on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
jeez.
Gianni.
There you go. Winner. Ding, ding, ding.
Winner, chicken.
Gianni bought it.
Gianni bought it, yeah.
Gianni.
Yeah.
Sometime I'll have to reveal the nickname that my daughter gave him about his belt buying, but I won't share it now. It's
Tell us after the show.
yeah.
Hey, Lane, you came on late? Did you see the pre-show show?
No, I didn't.
Okay. We did this last week, and we did it again this week. We started the video or started the live before the countdown. So
Okay.
It's a little bit of
can't-
entertainment during the countdown.
Okay.
the reason I did that, I explained this last week, is because I kept getting hit with copyright claims from Facebook on the music for the countdown. Now, come to find out, Andy sent me an article that says this is just something happens. It's not a real claim. But in the interim, I came up with the bright idea of doing this because it's just different. I don't have music, and they're not going to copyright claiming anything we say.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody's a lot of people have said that they enjoy us doing that. So if
Yeah.
that's what they enjoy, we're going to continue.
peel back the curtain.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that.
Now I did
That's
win. I did dispute the copyright claim, and I won. And they took it off, and then the other day they put it back on. So I was
But
going
in
to
that
alternate,
article- But in that article, the Extreme Merch says, "Oh, we own that. No matter what happens, we own it."
I got it off YouTube, so I don't know how
Yeah.
they claim to own it.
Yeah.
But if everybody likes this, I'm gonna keep doing it.
I like it.
I like
I was going to alternate, but after that, I'm tired of getting the emails saying, "Hey, you got a copyright claim." So
It's ridiculous.
yeah, it is. It is.
It's always something.
It is. Yeah. So I got. Oh gosh, what all I got coming? Got the new 6-man tag plates coming. I got the plates for the Silver US. This will be like the 4th time I've related a US Silver. 3 for me, 1 for Rusty Miller,
I mean, third
and one
time,
for I think Ken Harper.
third time, Mark.
3rd time for me.
Oh, third time's a charm. Remember that.
Yeah. Well, next time will be the 4th time.
Hey, Rich, is that big gold?
Yep, this is the one I'm probably gonna have Mark read there.
Oh,
Platinum
sweet.
got the right idea. What we got there?
Beautiful.
There you
Oh,
go.
that is.
That's
Oh, it's
my-
dual plated.
That's my Fandu big do plated. Yep.
Yeah.
Ah,
Beautiful.
I want to get it on black leather.
I can do that. No problemo.
And
Well, go ahead.
check out the nameplate, guys. I had this way before the match.
Mhm.
oh, wow. Oh,
Very nice.
very,
Yeah.
very nice.
I was going to order one on the chocolate strap to complement my crumb rind, but then they came out with the Lux. I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But we lost James. Did he drop off or did he say goodbye and I missed it?
I think he got dropped or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to get off. He said he'd
Okay.
be back, and then he dropped off.
Okay.
He'll be back.
Excuse me, guys.
Okay. Oh, he threatened us, huh?
I had a power glitch earlier. I don't know if you noticed that my camera was going weird.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too
Yeah,
busy
the power
watching
just
comments.
jumped off and jumped back on.
Okay. But yeah, I would like to thank Gianni Martello for buying the plates.
Gianni.
To share that name with you guys after the show.
Yeah, can't wait to hear that one.
Gianni, you made us an offer we couldn't refuse.
Johnny bought another belt. Gianni Martello. Another.
Time to go to the mattresses. Going to the mattresses has a whole new meaning for Gianni. I won't get into it. Long story.
The mattress king of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Gianni
Yeah.
Martello.
Yeah.
Fed repossession.
Oh, jeez.
He's the repo mattress king. Anyway, moving on.
Yes.
I've completely lost my train of
Joke.
thought. Oh, okay. No, I wrote a blog about the Ric Flair thing, and I'm not done with it. But would you guys like for me to read what I got so far?
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
yes.
Yeah.
How about the viewers? If I get a couple of yeses, I'll do it. If not, I won't.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Let me pull it back up. It's not done.
Oh,
I've got the background on it. I haven't quite got to the match yet. So, and if I stutter through this, it's because I don't read very well out loud. I'm a speed reader. And I'm gonna post this in the group when I finish it. So if you'd like to see that, okay. Platinum wants to hear it. Nora's all for it. Okay, now I can't see the comments because I got the Word document up on screen. So I'm gonna post this to the group, and that's it. Keep in mind, it's not finished. It's just the workup to that match, and there's some details I got to fill in later. So bear with me. Okay, a months-long build-up culminated into a weekend of pageantry, which included the roast, meet and greet, autograph signings, and ended with a star-studded lineup of current and old-school wrestling stars that feature matches. The man being honored this past weekend in Nashville, Tennessee, was none other than the man himself, Nature Boy Ric Flair, who capped off the weekend on what was billed as his final match. Let's hope it sticks this time. Let me be clear, I am a Ric Flair fan. I first saw Flair on TV on WTBS in the summer of 1981, shortly before he won his first NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Although hated as a heel, he provided me with entertainment and frustration as he foiled my favorite wrestlers' attempts to take the belt away from him, usually by illegal means or questionable methods. He later earned, rightfully so, the title of the dirtiest player in the game. He would usually enter the ring solemnly, adorned in one of his many custom robes, and spread his arms out to show off the ornamental designs of the robes, which he proudly proclaimed cost between $15,000 and $20,000. Then he would remove the robe, revealing the 10-pound gold title belt that he coveted. Then when the bell sounded, the Nature Boy would sound his usual woo, and the arrogance would be released in a 45 to 60-minute spectacle, providing fans with an exhibition that would bring them and their money back for more. Yes, Flair could draw money, and it's been stated by many that he can make a broom or a mop look good in the ring. He could go night after night, usually to an hour in the ring over 300 days a year, and make it look easy. This earned him one of his many nicknames, the 60-Minute Man. He once wrestled George South, known at the time as an enhancement talent, or some of the business would say, a jobber, in an unusually television match. George South came out on the losing end of the match as expected, but Flair made sure that South looked strong in that match. South later said during an interview that he was exhausted from that match as Flair stepped out of the ring and did an interview, not even showing signs of being out of breath. Flair was known for his gimmick of fast living, partying, expensive cars, jewelry, and having any woman he wanted, just like that, as he snapped his fingers. He was a life of the party. Of course, this was the 80s and then into the 90s. Flair eventually left the NWA for Vince McMahon's WWF, now WWE, and added to his legend as a winner and champion. However, age began to creep up on him, and his star began to fade, as it does to every performer eventually. His time as a WWF performer ended in his famous retirement match in 2008 with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. He gave it his best and went out in style, losing to Michaels after a hard-fought battle. Flair couldn't stay retired. Rumored financial trouble forced him back into wrestling, where he emerged onto the TNA stage, where he lingered for a while. Then, just 2 years ago, Flair's years of alcohol consumption finally caught up with him, the damage causing many organs to shut down, leaving him in a coma for 10 days. But Flair kicked out, as he always did in the ring. He vowed he had given up alcohol and began working out again, despite having a pacemaker installed. But he would never regain the strength and stamina he once proudly displayed in his younger years. Fast forward to July 31st, 2022. Flair had announced months ago he was going to step into the ring one last time and go out on his terms. The woo is still there, but it lacks the luster it once possessed. Flair, now 73 years old, stepped into the ring alongside his son-in-law, Andrade, to face his hand-picked opponents, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And that's where it ends. So.
I like it.
I like it. I definitely like it.
Yeah.
Perhaps that was choppy. Okay.
How,
but I'm going to finish it up with my observations of that match and finish it off right there. But, I want to build it up. I don't want to tear Flair down. I just want to build him up to what it was and then talk about how, it just the star faded. It just did. And that's nothing, saying nothing bad about Flair. It's just life.
Not at all,
dealt with that. He played, Brett Favre played well behind his years. I mean, he can go to the 70s, but you have to admire Flair for that. I mean,
years down the road, when, how can I say this gently and truthfully at the same time? When Rick, I'll just say it, when Rick is older, however you want to put it, to know that Rick had that final big night of his way, is going to mean so much. You know, hey,
Mhm.
Rick, that night was his. That's the way he wanted it. That's all that matters to me.
Exactly.
You know.
You know,
Well, if
I'll
that's
go
what
on
he
record.
needed to do for himself and walk away happy, then all
Yes.
well,
In the
people
heart,
that
yeah.
paid
That-
money to see the match got their money's worth because they got so much more, not just that match.
Yeah. For all that he's
I'm gonna be
given me,
And it's
honest.
history.
for all he's given me all the years. You know.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I went on to watch that match in the entirety, but I
Mhm.
want to go back and watch the whole event. But that was my
Yeah.
main focus. I wanted to see that, to have that as a memory.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, with the grace of God, that would be his last and final match.
It needs to be. It needs to be.
He has nothing more to prove to me as a wrestling
Yeah.
fan. He is
All
the
right.
man who he will go down in
Yeah.
history as the man.
He's
Yeah.
the man. The
The
man.
man.
The man.
Forget Becky Lynch. The man.
Oh, don't get me started on that one.
Platinum. It could be because I switched windows. I was reading from a Word document, so it could have been that. I don't know, but I hope you caught some of that. I'll post it so you'll see it.
Very well written, Mark.
Thank you. I'm not done with it, but I'll post it in
Definitely.
groups as I finish.
Very well written.
We're at the top of the hour, so I want to remind everybody the show is sponsored by Mark Leather, Championship Belt Leather, which this is some of the leather right here, and by Unique Spirit. They do a wonderful job. They did the belt of the week that I showed you off earlier. They continue to get better. And you can also, if you're watching us on Facebook, you can click on the StreamYard link and have your name show up on the comments. Otherwise, you can go over to YouTube. We're also on YouTube. If you just look up the Wide World of Bells channel, click on that subscribe link, if you would, please. And also click on that bell so you can be reminded when the show's about to begin.
Mhm.
And the YouTube portion of this podcast is sponsored by, or made possible by partnership with the Brothers Kayfabe podcast. Those
Thank
guys
you,
do a wonderful
guys.
job. They're out of
Thank-
Oklahoma City.
Thank you guys so much.
And Jake Keel, who's one of the brothers on that deal, they're not real brothers, they're kayfabe brothers. He actually is getting into the business. He's doing some announcing, he's doing some managing, living the dream. So, and he was the one. He was the one telling me about the show that's coming up in Oklahoma City. I knew about this organization. They're called BCW, and they're actually out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. And he's been going to some of those shows. And I'm going to go to one in October. Looking forward to that.
I'm gonna have to get with Jake.
Yeah. He's back. Oh, by the way, I don't want to forget this. We were talking about this before the show. Actually, before we went live, some good news out of tragedy. You know, we lost Kamala a few years ago, but it was reported, and I've seen it in that same Days of the Jordan the Lion. He went to his grave. There was no headstone. Well, I can proudly tell you tonight, and it's been posted online that he now has a headstone.
That's just
Nice.
gorgeous. Look at that, everybody.
Nice.
Beautiful. It's got his picture
Oh.
on it.
Wow.
And notice
Proud
it's not.
time.
And notice it doesn't say born or died. It says sunrise was May 28th, 1950, and sunset was August 9th,
Sunset.
2020.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
I'm so happy for him and his family.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
who
the
was.
way a legend is supposed to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know who was responsible for that, but thank you,
Thank you,
thank you
whoever
very
did
much.
Thank you as a wrestling fan.
that. Yeah.
But if you will go to YouTube and look up Days with Jordan the Lion, DAZE with Jordan the Lion, he's a big wrestling fan.
He's a big wrestling fan. Yes.
He's gone to many of the. He's went to Eddie Guerrero's grave.
went
He's
and
gone to
visited,
Kamala's.
He went and visited Rick Rude's, the
Yeah, Rick
mausoleum
Rude's,
where
yeah.
he's at. He's a big
But,
wrestling fan. Yes.
He also has chronicled the Ric Flair weekend last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and the video I showed earlier is from his video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't knock him down, Gianni. Whatever you do, don't knock him down.
Yeah. Easy on him, Gianni, please.
Don't trip him.
Well, I'm going to UltraCon on the 27th, and I'm going to meet Kevin Nash, hopefully.
There you go.
I will be meeting Kurt Angle on
Oh.
the 7th.
Nice.
Kurt Angle.
It's true. It's damn true.
It-
Is it true? Are you guys going to have a milk fight?
No, no, no.
Come
I'm
on.
very lactose intolerant. He would kill me, and he would kill me at pretty much everything. But it's just a meet and greet thing. It's not I won't be working with him or anything like that. He's
That's
coming-
cool, man.
AEW is coming to town on I think the 17th, and it's the same day as that. And excuse me. And I'm gonna go meet Kurt Angle, and that'll be awesome. I'm getting ready to work a show this Saturday with
Okay.
Hall of Fame Rick Steiner, Vicky Guerrero, and
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
yeah, and oh my gosh, what's the girl from AEW that's not really a girl, but I don't want to.
Oh, Nyla Rose.
Yeah, Rose. Thank you. I'm sorry. I hate terming it like that because she's who she is, and I'll use the proper pronoun. That being said, yeah, I'll be working a show with them, and hopefully I'll actually get to work the Nyla Rose thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Got to get Vicky Guerrero to say, "Excuse me, please check
Oh,
out
I'm
the
sure.
Spin the Globe podcast."
Oh, she gonna
Well,
say
see,
it.
on the 18th, like I have a bunch of stuff that's going. Like this is one of the reasons why I haven't been able to be a part of the podcast so much here as recently. Just got a lot of stuff going on, wrestling and work related. And with wrestling, on the 18th, we've got a really big one coming up. It's going to have. They just sent me the flyer for it. I'll get it to you guys. I know Shane Douglas is going to be a part of it. Mr. Hughes, a few of the guys that I work with on occasion are going to be there, but there's going to be a few other. I can't even remember now. Like because I've got so much coming up. I know it's the 18th or 7th. It's a Thursday. It's the day. I think it's the day after AEW, but it's another one of those outdoor shows. But this one's going to be pretty big. And what I'm hoping for, even if I can't get them to come on live, is to shoot maybe a quick promo for Spanning the Globe, and maybe have something to send to you guys to actually.
Johnny sent you a link to that, by the way.
That'd be awesome.
I'm hoping to. I can't guarantee anything, because you gotta
Hey, if
remember,
you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. At least you try.
Well,
you know.
Well, there's a thing, okay, and this is like, whenever, in this, I'm going to peel the curtain back just a little bit because, surprise, referees don't just referee. We also help get to do things around whether it's setting the ring up or there's other jobs that we do. And
You put in the work, man. You put in the work.
Yeah. And it's not like we get to hang out with these guys for long periods of time. A lot of time outside of passing each other in a locker room, it's in the ring. And when you're in the ring, I can't stop and say, "Hey, let's stop the match and shoot a video." No, you can't do that. But
That'd be a first.
Yeah, that would be awesome. No, it would suck. It would ruin the match. But what I hope I can at least just start doing that over time, especially because now I've worked with a few of them, like especially Shane, at his student, prize student. That I put the prize on it, and he didn't say that.
Reminds me of Wayne's World when they're in the middle of a movie. I don't want to be a bother, but this is our sponsor. I hate when guys try to put up sponsoring.
But but no, but now that I've gotten to know these people and I've worked with them on a few occasions, I can say, "Hey, Mr. Hughes, hey, stop for a second. Can you cut a promo for my podcast?" And hopefully he'll say, "Yeah," or not, you go away. No, actually, Mr. Hughes is really cool. The character, he's a total joke. Or the gimmick, I should say, is a total joke. I hate the term character, but most people don't know what gimmick is.
You want me to span what?
Yeah.
It's just the globe. Come on, just the
Just
globe.
the globe.
Yeah, just the globe.
And there's a good chance that on October 22nd, I've got a show booked, which is my birthday. I might get to work with the Rock and Roll Express on their retirement.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Man.
So there would. I know if it does happen, if it comes to the promotion that it's allegedly coming to, it will happen because I'm the head referee and I get to pull that kind of way.
Then we can yell, who's that, Dave Hefner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hebner! It's Hebner!
It's David Manning.
No, it's Tommy Young.
Scrappy McGowan.
Tommy Young.
Scratch McGowan. Oh, now you're going way back, Mark. Scratch
Yeah.
McGowan. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's the guy in Mid-South? The referee for Mid-South. What's his name?
Alfred Neely.
No, not him. There's another one.
I'm thinking,
Carl Ferguson
I could be, Bronco Lubich's, Bronco because the Lubich
Yeah.
is still coming. He's still about.
Oh, what's
5
that
miles
guy's
back.
name?
What's the other guy's name? Bruno? Was it Bruno? No.
Let's see. Alfred Neely, Carl Fergie. Did,
Carl Fergie. That's what I was trying to think of. Carl Fergie. Oh no, you could be the guy from Florida.
Florida. I don't know either one's in Florida.
Oh, what's his name? I got him on Facebook. He was a skinny guy with a mustache.
Nick
He's
Patrick?
sick. No.
Bill Alfonso. Bill Alfonso.
Alfonso.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bill Alfonso.
he's more your body style.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta bring
Just
the
grow a
whistle
mustache
out.
and they'll say, "Spell Alfonso."
Yeah.
Fonzie.
I'll never
It's
grow a
fun.
mustache. Never
It's
gonna happen.
Fonzie.
So they call him Fonzie. Him and Missy Hyatt were on one of those judge shows. She was suing him for something. I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, something
Yeah, I
about
seen that too.
he wrecked her car or something? Or did
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember who won.
Oh, I was reading an article today. Shelly Martinez was saying that she had the hots for Paul Heyman. You remember Shelly Martinez? She was the
No, I
vampire chick.
No, I don't remember.
She was the vampire chick, and she was the she was the girl in LAX.
Yeah, she's doing all kinds of interviews on YouTube right now, and they're playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
she said she was really into Paul Heyman, being a young girl.
Well, from what I understand, a lot of girls were, and another story. But yeah,
I thought he was into them.
well, I'm not touching that with a 10.
No.
PG.
Yeah.
Sorry.
PG family show.
Speaking of Missy Hyatt, she's working at Walmart now.
Wanted to find out about their music. That's all. He was into them.
You can remember the
She's
good
working
years
at
of Misty.
Walmart. Is she a
Years working at
greeter?
Go.
No, she's working in the clothing section.
Oh, I was gonna say I want to say hello.
Oh, wow.
Well, no matter what, she's doing better than Missy Hyatt.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It was just like a mic drop. Everything just went quiet. He's like,
Yeah.
"That's
Well,
it."
well, no, sorry,
Nobody had a
I missed
response.
these.
We were like, well,
No, sorry, I was messaging somebody about this place. No, she posted something today. She took a picture inside a dressing room, and somebody, I guess, tried on some clothes and left them there. She said, if you're going to try on clothes, at least put them back. Somebody's got to do that. So,
At least she's working.
yeah,
There
exactly.
you go.
Hey, she's earning her
Right.
money.
Oh, I got one for you guys. What do you think about the rumor of splitting up the Street Profits?
They're so eager to want to get Montez Ford on his own.
Yeah.
If they do this, turning him heel, I don't think is the way to do it.
Bad idea. I
He
don't,
needs to be a
But
face.
what do you think Dawkins' fate is?
Well, I'm hoping it's better than the Otis's buddy. He kind of like
Yeah.
he dumped him. Goodbye. Never heard. You don't know if he's on the planet anymore.
Honestly, I think he should go back to NXT and reinvent himself. If it happens.
Yeah.
He's talented. I mean, I'd hate to see him wasted. But now
Lotus.
with Triple H in charge, hopefully that'll be good for him. Hopefully, I really
He's
hope
pretty
they don't-
athletic for his size.
I hope they don't. I really hope they do not Genetti him. Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't. I hope that neither. But The Rock gave him his prediction on Montez Ford. So if The Rock says somebody's good and they deserve the push,
He'll get
Yeah.
it. If they,
Yeah.
If he
He
says,
needs to stay face.
Because
Plus, his wife is the top female face right now, Bianca. So I mean,
okay.
if I read it correctly, The Rock is comparing Montez Ford to the younger Rock.
that says a lot right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Says a heck of a lot right there.
Because he's got the work on the mic and he just
Mhm.
has the whole package.
He can do it all. He really can. He's talented. Mike in the ring, everything.
He's like the Michael Hayes of that duo.
Yeah, I'm just glad if this happens, it happens on Triple H's watch instead of Vince's, because Vince has screwed up many people during something.
heads.
But
I think a
Triple
lot of people will leave AEW to go back.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's the big rumor. Tony Khan is really, really on edge.
yeah. Supposedly they. I'm hearing that they've already re-signed Sasha and Naomi.
Yep.
Yep.
Then the next step, they're talking about bringing Naomi into the bloodline. So
Oh, wow.
because she's married to so
And Tamina is what I heard too.
yeah,
Oh,
so-
really?
Yep.
I heard that one.
So and then of course you keep hearing more and more about the Usos' younger brother.
Oh, he's definitely coming over, but
Yeah,
I don't
Solo-
know if they're
Solo's
going to put him
Solo.
up against Roman.
Yeah, Solo.
They're
I think
not
they're gonna-
They probably won't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're going to put him one-on-one against Roman Reigns.
but isn't it odd for us to be talking positive and looking forward to WWE programming when in the past
Oh,
I'm not even going to watch Raw, but now I'm looking forward every week to see what they're going to do.
I'm not lying. They lost me for almost a year
They lost me for
As a
longer
s-
than that.
as a
Longer
steady
than-
watcher,
Yeah,
and I've been watching every show since Triple H took over.
Yeah. Vince's just the way he did everything was just such a mess in every way. And I'm not
Don't
taking
get me
away,
wrong.
not taking away what he did to build.
Exactly.
Not taking away, but his creative was just abysmal and terrible.
Yeah.
So it's just great to look forward to at WWE again.
Sure is.
Never thought
Yeah.
I would be.
Uh-uh.
So let's
I
talk about
gotta give-
SummerSlam. Let's talk about SummerSlam.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that
say, I gotta give props to Logan Paul once again.
Me too.
I heard he did a great job.
He did. He got in there and he gave it his all. Every single match I
Wow.
liked. It was entertaining. Every single match was entertaining.
And what I gotta say about Logan Paul is, if he keeps up the intensity and the concentration that he has, he will have the entire package.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no doubt.
I mean, Jim Cornette said it himself. He's better than all of AEW's roster.
Wow.
And I bet that was real easy for Jim Cornette to say.
Yeah, that's what he said. They quoted Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
They quoted him.
Wow.
And then Logan had Triple H on his podcast just recently,
Mhm.
and they were talking about that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be very entertaining to watch.
Mark, did you get a chance to watch any of it, or you just watch highlights?
No, I've yet.
I watched highlights. I
just saw
didn't
the
subscribe
highlights.
to it. As a matter of fact, I watched the Ric Flair thing on a free link. I think you provided to me.
Yeah,
I mean-
there was one match I didn't really like. That was the Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan match.
Is it because you didn't like it because of Ronda turning heel?
No, it's just it seemed very sloppy to me. It was very sloppy. Like
That was the
They
least.
bo-
But
yeah,
if I
like
had to
they
pick
both
one I
didn't want to
like,
be
that would
there.
Yeah.
You know, they did. It was like thrown together. That's what it seemed like to me.
That would be my least favorite of all the matches. Yeah, if I had to pick one. Yeah. But I think for the whole show, I mean, how about Brock taking the
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
moving
That was
the
weird.
ring?
What about
Oh,
Roman catching the mic after Brock
Yeah.
was talking on it and winking at him?
Winking at him. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see that. We didn't see nothing.
No.
Didn't catch
Kayfabe
that.
wink.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Yeah.
altogether, it was a good pay-per-view.
But you know the best thing going on right now is that the secondary titles and the tag team titles, they mean something once again.
Exactly.
Yes.
In the
Exactly.
past, Vince used tag teams to just pull up singles wrestlers from it, and he's lost all interest in Intercontinental and the United States titles. But now,
It means something again.
yeah, it
Finally.
means the way it should be.
And
Yeah.
now that we have Ric Flair and WWE are back in good terms, Becky Lynch is going to be using the man moniker again,
Yeah.
I wish she would. I don't get that. I just don't.
and she's
That's
going to
just
be the
me.
face again.
Well,
she's
yeah,
going to
but
be
being
face.
the face now, she has to dump all of the garbage she's done for the past year, which I
Yeah.
hated. I hated
Yeah.
her as a heel. People love her. No, I didn't want her to be a heel, but no,
Yeah.
Vince had to make her a heel, and so we had to put up with a year of her just being annoying as heck.
Yeah, her and her
Yeah.
her David Bowie outfits.
It's like every
Yeah.
week, like every
They're
week,
terrible.
her and Seth had to come out with the most ugly, annoying outfits to go with their
Yeah.
personalities as their gimmicks. It's like, what? You know, I can see
Their
it for
Amazon purchases.
I mean, the whole world loves Becky. Nobody wanted
Yeah.
her as a heel. They want her as a face.
Right.
So,
And Pat McAfee did another good job.
oh,
McAfee. Oh,
he's so good on the ring, but then he's so so good in the ring, and he's so good on the mic. He can do it.
Yeah.
He can do it all.
Yeah.
You know,
McAfee's like he's like a DDP. Unfortunately, he got started to like, you know what I mean.
Probably so. Yeah.
He,
yeah.
age wise, McAfee's got to be pushing what 40 something now.
Mid 40s.
And yeah, and and he got in. Now the fact that he can go is awesome. Can he do that? Well, which now there's no such thing as a regular schedule. Regular schedule is Monday night. You make the Monday night show. You do the occasional house show on a Saturday or something like that. The rest of the time, they're not really, on tour.
actually, McAfee's only 35.
Oh, really?
35.
Oh,
Still,
wow.
Wow.
that's still very late to be getting into the business.
But
Yeah.
he is such a joy to listen to on the mic. He is so.
Oh,
good
he's
on-
incredible.
Oh,
He's incredible in the ring. He's incredible on the mic. Logan Paul. And I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead.
you're fine.
No, we just mentioned it before.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
good.
Tim.
yeah, I'm sorry, man. My Wi-Fi's been.
No worries, no worries.
No worries. You're fine.
Oh, you're good. No problem at all.
That kid, once that kid learns how to actually sell, and honestly, he's got natural. Just look on his face. He's got natural heel written all over.
Easy.
Yeah. Big time heel.
Um, So yeah, but little inside secret: in order to be a good heel, you have to know how to call a match, and I think that's the only thing that's keeping him from not being a heel right now is the fact that he can't call a pivot in the match. So the heel has to lead the match.
Mhm.
Anyway, but no, that kid, that frog splash, it looked like he jumped 20 feet in the air. I mean, he got way.
He got some air, definitely. He got some miles.
Montez Ford, is that his name? The skinny
Yeah.
dude
Yep.
he got as high as Montez Ford does.
Oh, yeah.
My God! If you
Hardly
put those
any
two
effort
together,
at all. The guy just flies.
no. And I hope they don't bust. What are they called? That's not
Street
Private Party.
Profits.
What
The
is
Street
Street
Profits.
Profits? Thank you. I get the two of them confused. The gimmicks are a little bit similar. The Street Profits, they need to keep them. They need to keep them together for a while.
Yeah.
I
That's the good thing
like
about
it.
having Triple H in charge. Whatever happens now, I think will be done right. If it would be Vincent still in charge, forget it.
Forget it.
Yeah.
I still think Vince is calling the shot. I still think.
Hey,
I
Mark,
still
what do
think
you what do you think about Edge's return?
I guess he
Think
still
it was-
got it.
I
Think
want
it
the
was too
shirt.
soon?
But do you see what's happening now, though? I think it's going to come into play with Dominic turning heel because
Think
he just
so?
thought his dad was attacked when
Yeah.
he wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And I think because Dominic he's the ultimate babyface right now.
Yeah.
He needs to be heel. Take him
Right.
out for a while. Have him grow facial hair. Get maybe a few more tats. I don't know, but he needs to be a heel.
I can see him coming back in a mask as a heel.
Mark, you read my mind.
Awesome, wouldn't it?
I
you
thought he
read my
would come
mind.
back
Put him under
with
a
a
hood.
Rey Mysterio mask. You know,
Well,
like
you know,
with the mask.
backstage,
with-
that they honored Rey Mysterio. He opened that box and had that costume in there.
Yeah.
I can see him coming back in that costume as a heel.
Him as a
Could
heel.
you
with a
imagine
facial
that?
hair, yeah, that would be awesome because he's too goody two
Babyface.
right now.
Very
He's too-
too.
The only problem I have with that though, and this is just because of a certain person who's been in charge of WWE for pretty much the last 50 years. He does not treat, outside of Eddie Guerrero, he does not treat most Mexican wrestlers with any kind of real push or real kind of like they always get stuck doing. If you notice, the luchadors are always they get stuck doing the stupid lucha party stuff, and they never
Yeah.
really and far be it from me because I'm not a big fan of lucha because to me it looks more like cooperation than combat. That being said, the lucha guys never really get a chance to shine in WWE, and I think that you've got some of these guys who can do that stuff.
Okay.
And
I'd
go
say
ahead, no,
turn-
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say turn him heel like we were talking about, but then put him in like they teased, but didn't happen, and then put him right in with Judgment Day because they need something right now because they're gonna fall
Right.
apart if they keep going where they're at. They're gonna fall.
Here's another thing.
My fear is they're going to try to make him wrestle like Ray. He's not Ray.
He's not Ray. No, they can't do that.
And if
That's
I
what they're
if I
doing
was
right now,
them,
though.
if they turn him heel, don't make him do lucha stuff. Make
Yeah.
him brawl. Make him
Yeah, make him a new member
more-
of Judgment Day and have have him being a brawler, something mean as
What-
hell.
What about the
Put a
weird
mask on him.
resemblance between him and Eddie Guerrero from back in the day with the mustache
Mhm, yeah.
and the mullet?
Yeah, and he could say that he truly felt, that Eddie was his real father, when it came to learning about wrestling. I mean, the ultimate heel stuff to go against your dad?
That would
That'd be
be.
perfect.
Well, I mean, remember they tried that stuff before in WWE. Whenever they said, Eddie was the dad of.
Oh, I know, but that plays into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go into it. Yeah, especially if
Thank you,
you turn heel.
What's going on, Ethan?
You're not my dad or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you may be my father, our real dad was Eddie Guerrero.
The
I don't know if that was
possibilities are
tongue-in-cheek or not.
endless. What they could do with
Yeah.
the storyline.
Well, you were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about
Put the hood on him though, for
Edge
sure.
spearing his dad by accident. A lot of the classic angles started that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
Von
now
Erich
that we
Freebird
got-
feud
Yeah.
started
And
with
now
a
that-
cage door. Michael Hayes got
Yeah.
or Ric Flair need Kerry Von Erich from behind and pushed him out the door or pushed Michael Hayes. So I can see that happening.
And now that we got Triple H in charge who wants to follow the storylines, unlike
Yeah.
Vince,
Yeah.
there's hope. There's hope.
Maybe we'll quit getting the same finish on the Roman Reigns' title defenses
Yeah.
eventually.
You know what I mean?
And
You
I
know what
love
that would have been
Roman,
really
but yeah,
cool?
the same. They need to do something a little different with Roman. And I love the guy, but
But
they
they-
need to,
Well, they could have had the same finish. It would have definitely been more of a shock factor had the other Fatu brother come up and attacking.
Oh, definitely, yes,
Yeah.
definitely,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? And
perfect. That would have been
and-
perfect to bring him up to be, one of the final people to put another table on Brock.
Yes.
Would have been perfect.
Well, I knew Austin
But-
was going to cash in. Austin Aries was going to cash in. I
But
knew
he did-
that
but
was going to
It
happen.
wasn't announced, so he didn't cash in. It wasn't announced, and the referee didn't.
No, he
say
didn't.
anything.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't get a
Oh,
chance
that's
because
right.
he
He
got
sure
knocked
did.
out before he could say yes.
Yeah. So he still has that, guys. So
Oh man,
who knows what they're gonna do?
like I said, all in all, it was a great pay-per-view except for the Liv Morgan Ronda Rousey match. I just felt it was thrown together last minute.
Could have been done
Well,
better.
I'm
But
gonna
at
say
least
this: you got two girls who can't win. There's
At least
a
now
reason why
they're
that match went the way it went. Is because
But they're going where they
no, go ahead.
should
No,
be.
you're right. Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry,
100%.
Jim. I didn't mean to talk over you.
no, you're good. You're good. No, I agree 100%, man. She has heel written all over her. Do it right. The thing is you got two girls who basically aren't really all that experienced, trying to have a match and have a meaningful match and make it mean something. It's nothing against Ronda, but she's been out of the ring for how long?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Liv, who really, is not all that. I don't want to say that she's a bad wrestler, because
No, she's
but
finally
not-
getting her feet wet and going
Yes.
going the length.
Yeah, but they put these women, and when I say these women, they sometimes put not just women, they put these young kids on TV when they're not ready. And I
Exactly.
believe that Liv Morgan is one of those who wasn't ready, who's still not ready. And I don't think that Ronda Rousey is experienced enough to get a good match. You know why Ronda and Flair had good matches? Ronda and Becky had good matches? It's because Becky knows how to work and she can guide Ronda through all that stuff.
You know what?
And you know why Becky can have a good match with what's her name? Liv? Is that Liv Morgan? Is that who it was?
Yeah,
I don't
I don't mind her.
remember.
I don't mind them putting her out there. I like looking at her.
No. I think it's great.
What are your guys' take? I mean, we're all men here. What do you guys take on them calling them women wrestlers? I mean, shouldn't they just be wrestlers?
Well,
You know what I mean?
Well,
I see
They've
what
always called
You
them. They've
got-
always called them lady wrestlers. They always
Yeah,
called them-
lady
here's the thing,
wrestlers.
you
You
gotta
never
remember-
heard the
you gotta
term woman wrestlers, though. You know what I mean?
Women.
Yeah.
Well, no, not true, because I've got old flyers that says women's wrestling, and but you got to think it's been because it was not. You got to remember, in certain states it wasn't even legal.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't. They couldn't
Okay.
wrestle. Yeah, I remember that.
It was more of a.
It was like a sideshow almost.
Sideshow.
I mean,
side, exactly.
brawl-
respectfully,
presentation.
but not,
Well,
like
the
side.
big-
But,
like
well, you got to
freak
think, you
show.
got 100 years. You got 100
I'll be
years.
back.
of
I'll be back.
presentation being
Okay.
Called that. It's kind of hard to not call it that now, because that's what it's been called for 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To say anything else would kind of be like, that's is she WWE champion or is she WWE women's champion? Because WWE champion implies that she's champion over everybody in WWE, not
Yeah.
just her division.
Yeah.
Whereas the WWE World Heavyweight Champion dictates.
The reason why I say that is because there's some people out there that they don't like that term for some reason.
Well, don't get over it.
Yeah.
What are you going to call it?
You know what I mean?
These ladies are getting out there and giving us matches that are just unbelievable. A few years ago, we never ever thought we would see what they're doing now.
Just remember, these women are just, a few years, not even, 2022? I don't know when was the last bra and panties match?
I know,
Thank God a while back. I mean,
right?
for wrestling, I mean, we all.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if Tony Storm was
It
in
wasn't as
one,
long
but that's
ago
a
as we
different
would like to
subject.
think it is, but,
Yeah.
it wasn't as long ago as we would like to
The
think.
Trish Stratus, Lita, bra and panty matches were historic. Don't get me wrong.
We tried to be Chris.
we
We are nuts, Chris. Yes, we are. I'll admit it.
wear it proudly.
I am.
I misread what he said. I thought he said, "Show me your nuts."
Oh, no
Sorry.
comment.
PG, Mark. PG.
That was an apostrophe. That was yours with apostrophe re.
Oh, this is
Sorry,
Oh boy.
off the rails again.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm excited to see more women wrestling in WWE.
Mhm.
And
Okay, the last WrestleMania, I thought the best match was Bianca and Becky when she beat
Yep.
Becky. That was a great match.
mhm.
That was one of the best matches of the night. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the best match. I still want to give
Yeah.
it to Cody and Seth. And then, I mean, and even then, Austin and Owens was pretty damn good. Too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That was a great show. It really was.
I wish I'd watched it now, but I've caught some highlights.
Well,
I just don't.
Network got it all.
Yeah, I just don't pay
I'm
for
a little bit-
pay-per-view.
I'm a little bit reserved when it comes to women's matches. I don't have.
I read my
I've
Bible
had-
every morning. I go to church every Sunday, so
Hey, he's
I'll
got-
be in the front
he's-
row. I'm going up front on Sunday. So
I am too.
Preach, Chris.
I don't-
Preach,
Yeah.
Chris.
Father
He's
God.
got miracle water and Jesus in his life. He's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I have my moments.
We all do.
Oh,
I,
Sorry, Jim. Sorry, Jim. We got off the rails there.
oh, you guys are good. You guys are good. No, what I was saying is when it comes to women's wrestling, and this is something that people are going to say, well, it sounds harsh, but it's a harsh truth. It's definitely on the rise, and I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
that one day that and women's wrestling has gotten better in the last 5 years.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
It's about time it got its
when-
due.
It is. And it doesn't need its own separate
Well, hold
review
on.
anymore.
Hold on. No, it does, but it doesn't. Because, and this is the thing, we have a certain expectation level when we hear male wrestler A versus male wrestler B. We know they're going to put on a great show. With the women, we don't have that bar set as high.
no.
So it's easier to meet that bar. Okay. And now I'm not trying to sound sexist.
It's coming though.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
I mean, Bianca
But
Belair,
but that's the fact,
that girl is unbelievable. Bianca can do it all.
I'm going to be honest
But
with you
can she-
guys. Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but can she do it with people outside the 4 people that she's been doing it with for the last year? That's
Mix it up.
therein lies the rub.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
I
the
think-
problem with WWE.
I'm anxious to see her prove it to us. I really am.
I'm a big fan of women of wrestling, and I watch it on Access, and I followed it for a while before they took a break. Now AJ Lee is, I believe she's the lead person of the women's division over there.
Is she in charge of WoW Wrestling now?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I think
wow.
she is. Yeah.
Ooh.
And she just made an announcement. I believe it was on YouTube, if I remember correctly. And they're going to start up again, and they're supposed to do something with the women of New Japan.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
That'll.
Yeah, that's where Tessa was, and then Tessa was released or whatever, and then now AJ's running the show. So, see what happens. That's all we can do.
I'm a fan of all wrestling. I follow it all.
Yeah, me too.
I try and follow as much as I can. Some to just keep up with the product, and I told a friend of mine the other day, he put a comment up, and I said, how could you not love the stage of wrestling today, in today's era? We have so much to choose from.
The choice is back. Like,
Yeah, such a variety of content. Yeah. You don't like something, don't watch it. There's always something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's all entertaining. All entertaining.
I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing now, what I'm watching.
I still want to see them scale back, or not scale back, but kind of turn back the clock and go back to some of the old-fashioned storylines.
With Triple
The
H.
promos on the stage.
I don't like the backstage stuff.
No,
I don't either.
Okay, that's
just like that.
I'm glad you brought that up. In the broadcast since Triple H has taken over, they're not doing those cheesy backstage pre-taped interviews.
Yeah, they're doing live.
They're doing it all live, and that's the way it should be. And I'm so glad.
I want them to be on the stage right
Yes.
as they come out, grab them out on the stage,
What
and
we
interview them
loved
before
in
the match.
NWA, when they would Bob Caudle would be out there with the microphone talking to him ringside with Tully Blanchard. I mean, that's what we want.
Yeah.
I don't want to see every wrestler come out of the back holding a microphone. That's just
No.
ridiculous.
I don't.
I agree. Yeah, it's just
And if there's like a pure sixer going on, to quote Gordon Sully, I don't want to hear every wrestler's music play as they come running out to get into the fracas. you
yeah.
know?
Every single.
Too much music is played right now. When somebody's, Jungle Boy last night when he came out, he was going after somebody. They had to play his song. Okay, just once, don't play. Just let him run out there and do what he's going to do, but don't play his darn song. I mean,
Well,
This is the
that's all
first
about
time,
yeah,
tactics
first time
now.
watcher. Welcome to the show, John Bodie.
Hey, first time watcher. What's up,
Hey,
It's all
John?
about
Hey,
packaging
There's a
John.
lot of
now.
first time watchers. A lot of new
Yeah,
names.
it's about
tonight.
packaging. That's right, Jimmy. It is.
Let them be a surprise. You know what I mean?
be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's not have the lights go out every week.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got the boss who's a big fan of the 1990s, which when they started doing that crap,
Yeah.
you know, his kid, he never watched real wrestling.
No.
You know,
No, he did not. You can tell he wasn't a fan of the 80s, late 80s NWA. He was ECW and WWF or E, whatever it was. And that's just what you know.
If you're a first-time watcher on the show, please click on the like or subscribe.
yeah. If
Depending on
you're a
what you're-
first-time watcher, we apologize. We really do.
We do. We get a little carried away there, John.
But we're glad you're here.
We're glad you're
Yeah,
here.
we're very glad
If you're
you're
watching on YouTube, click subscribe and hit that bell. If you're watching on Facebook, click on like and join the group. And pay
And
attention
just
to the
like-
rules. I've been
And just
kicking
like
people off.
Andy, you are the one.
You're the one, yeah.
Oh.
We go off the rails sometimes, but we have a good time.
New viewers, we acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
We're
We're
very
glad to have you.
Well,
If you have not joined the Wide World of Belts group yet on Facebook, please do that also. That's where this originates out of.
mhm.
So
And
it's
don't
all
forget
about
Love
sharing your
Those
collections, talking about wrestling, and
And don't forget, love those wrestling belts.
love those
Oh,
wrestling
yeah,
belts.
yeah.
Yes, I don't plug your group enough. I need to do that because you're kind enough to post this podcast.
Hey, I'm
in your
part of
group,
this
so.
show right here, and I don't care, whatever it's at.
I'm still oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead. I
the
apologize.
place to be right here. As long as I can be part of this is what I like.
I love to have you on here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, Mark.
You're like my
I'm
brother
gonna-
from
I'm
another mother.
I'm gonna go a little bit old
He's
school.
back.
I'm still a member, and actually, I'm still one of the admins for Wrestling Belt Reviews. So check
remember that
that one
group.
out. Yeah,
Wrestling
Oh,
Belt
okay.
Reviews is one of the first major group I was a part of when I got into the, years ago. Uh-oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna break you because yeah, we
Why
hand
can you
out
say to that?
But Chris is
we
I
hand
know
out
some of us
straight
haven't
jackets
already
to
been.
people who subscribe.
Chris, I can't thank you enough. He's praying for us.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yes.
that. Yes, we need it.
Right,
we
yeah,
need
man.
it.
Very much so.
I'll take as many prayers as I can get.
Me too.
same.
He's on a roll tonight.
So,
He must be
No,
eating Chinese food because he's on an egg roll tonight.
but no, Jim, Wrestling Belt
Oh,
Reviews with Steve Smith was one of my first groups, and Steve's a great guy, and it's a great group.
It's
Who's the admin over there now?
Oh, I'm one of them. Dustin King is one. Steve Smith still is.
Is that Kevin Rodriguez old group?
I don't honestly. I don't know. I'm the guy who took a certain he who shall not be named place in Wrestling Belt Reviews whenever he left to go form his own little.
No, I'm thinking of Wrestling Review Society is what I'm thinking of.
And of course, that's where I first found Jim because of him getting the belt for his friend. That was from Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Well, once again, I don't want to take
That's where I
credit for
first
that. I had.
found you, Jim. That's where I first met you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want that was awesome, man. But I don't want to take credit for anything because I didn't do
But that's
that.
how
I said.
that's how I first met you. Was that?
Oh yeah, I was gonna send Jim one of my belts for my collection. I remember that.
Richard,
And,
where are we at on the Cuddles updates, Richard? We got 6?
We're at number 6. Number
Okay.
6 on the countdown.
He
for this
said
evening.
we think wrestling's real. Speaking of that guy that's famous for the it's still
Yeah.
real to me, damn it. He
Still
friended me.
real
today.
to me.
He
Still real to me.
he added me to his friend list today. I've made the request.
Oh wow.
You know why he
Let's
did?
get him. Let's get him on the show.
Because it's still real to him.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I'll
right.
try to get him on the show. I'll try to get him on the show. He's
What's up,
going to these.
AD?
AD.
He's got a booth at all these Comic Cons.
Yeah,
wrestling
he's
cons.
pretty
Hey,
popular at the conventions.
Yeah.
He does real good.
Well, want to welcome AD Terry,
Well,
Three Dudes in Wrestling podcast. Check them out on Wednesday nights.
Another awesome podcast to check out.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
And if you're
You left that in the end, Gianni.
Yeah, you forgot the end on damn Gianni.
And if you like wrestling, and go to a local show, man. Go to a local promotion. Check out
That's
some
I'm doing in
stuff
October.
because where mostly I do most of my work. I'm
you
fortunate
see-
enough to get on some pretty
You see
big
great
shows.
people like Jim doing what he's doing.
Well, we got one coming down September 4th. It's Boca Championship Wrestling down here in
My
West Palm
birthday.
Beach, Florida. And
It's my birthday.
All right.
the
Mhm.
wrestler formerly known as
Prince,
Vandango, whatever his name is.
Dirty
gonna be there.
Dango, Dirty
Dirty
Dango.
Dango.
Dirty Dango now, yeah.
Yep.
Go to
He's
it,
going to
man.
be there.
Go to an
I'm
independent
happy
show.
for him. He was another one that was in Vince's invention factory, and didn't do so well. And then he came back when he had the tag team with what's the guy he had the tag team with?
Tyler Breeze.
Oh, Tyler
Yeah.
Breeze.
Yeah,
Yep.
and what was their tag team called? Breezango.
Breezango.
Brizango.
They were good, and then it was doing real good, and then all of a sudden Vince, cut, bye.
Yep.
Vince never liked tag teams. That's why he just put two
He's
dudes
never-
together.
He
And
just uses them to
you
pluck
know.
his individual wrestlers. That's all he
Yeah,
did.
and I don't get that. Tag teams are a staple of professional wrestling.
The way it should be.
yes,
And if you notice, the brand draft disappeared, which is I'm glad.
Yeah, I wish they'd quit that whole. Yeah, that's
I hear I read somewhere it's probably coming back though.
I hope not.
Oh, God.
Let's hope.
I
I
yes,
like
let's
to
hope
see the
Triple H
wrestlers on both shows.
I did
let's
too.
just cut the brand thing. Just the draft. There's no reason that was just another thing for Vince to be on TV with, and
Yeah, that's
no, thank you.
something they brought up on BAM, and I'd like to bring it up here, is the fact that like immediately they start putting together a number one contenders tournament for the U.S. title. They're definitely trying to elevate the worth of the U.S. title by having a number one contenders tournament.
That's great.
And I'm glad they're doing that, but let's see them do the same thing please bring back the Intercontinental, what it should be too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
The
Can we
classic
get rid of
Intercontinental.
Exactly.
And can we get rid of the current version of the belt? Bring back the classic belt, please.
Oh, and somebody
Or
please.
that or the Oval IC, either one.
Please, somebody put a stick of dynamite on the 24/7 title and get rid of it.
Yes, thank you.
And get rid of fatal four ways every week.
Yeah.
If you look
Right.
at the new Intercontinental title and go back to the original version of the Intercontinental
Yes.
title, there's a little bit of a throwback there to it.
Oh, I didn't
Kinda
know
cool.
about that.
And if you there's a little bit of a throwback, like as much as I hate the new logo belt, I used to think there was no such thing as a precedent for it, for the big logo across the big front of the belt. And I'm just going through some of my wrestling stuff, and there's the UWF title with the big letters UWF right across the front.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh.
And if you fold it
And
a
then so
certain
I
way,
thought-
then you just see FU.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about Watts' UWF world title, the real
Okay,
UWF.
I'm talking about the other one. The white.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, no, yeah. The
Yeah.
letters it would say F and U with the
And he
with
did that
the
on
plate
purpose.
right in the middle.
He did that on
Yes.
purpose. Yeah.
Like, wow, man. But but there's other precedents for it too. Like I started looking back, and I was like, well, the new
Richard,
logo
there's
belt
number 7.
really isn't that much of a new
Number
design
7.
after all, even though it's the WWE logo. As much as I hate it, I kind of have a little bit more of a tolerance for looking at it now. So I'm not so hateful towards the new logo belt, because they do have a throwback to a classic time, even though they don't look anything like the classic belts, because the classic belts were plates and not an open thing with
Well,
jewels.
if they will just carry them or wear them instead of just whipping around with by the strap, I hate that.
I do too. No respect for it. Of course, you hear a lot of wrestlers just think of them as props. And okay,
Yes.
that's
Smacking
fine,
the belts together is
that's
a
what
big
Vince wants
dislike
us-
with me.
Yeah, I hate it when they smack them together. Like
When they
cheers.
slap the belts together,
We don't.
Yeah.
As belt owners, we don't even come close to doing that with our belts.
No, but this is a $1 billion company. They could get another set, no problem. But yeah, I
Well,
feel the same.
and those guys are out there, and remember, they're being told and directed to do certain things. WWE micromanages everything down to a certain
But
point,
maybe now with
and I'm sure
Hunter
they
back
even
in
tell. I'm
charge-
sure when you win the belts, you go over and you clinking together like champagne glasses.
It's all
I can
part of
totally
the
hear
show.
Vince saying that.
Let's get rid of the creative department and just tell the wrestlers this is what we want. You guys work it out.
Yeah.
Call it in the ring.
Well, that's how it's normally done, pretty much everywhere. I'm not saying that it's not like the WWE elsewhere. I've just in my time in the business, I have not
Yep.
worked for somebody where they
That's
micromanage
definitely
down
platinum.
everything.
I agree.
to every
Very
move.
platinum. That's
Yeah, it's a shame.
Okay, question, you guys. Do you guys watch Dynamite last night?
Yeah,
I
Yes.
did.
yes.
I did.
Okay, did you guys see Moxley's promo where
I
he
heard
where
about
he
it.
says he doesn't care where he doesn't care where he faces Jericho. He doesn't care if he faces
he wants the
the
lion
other
heart.
dude.
He wants the lion
Yep.
heart.
No. I'm talking about this was last night because they were getting ready to have their match, Jericho and the other dude. I can't think of his name. The
Oh, I
Blackpool
can't either.
Combat Club dude, the pure title
The young
holder. I
kid,
can't
the
think
young
of
kid
his
with
name.
the black hair.
Wheeler
Yeah, I can't
Yuta.
think of-
Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah. Okay. So
Willa Yuta. Yep, that's it.
when Moxley's cutting the promo, the belt looked different to me. I'm not an AEW guy. I couldn't tell you anything about their belt, but instead of it being so platinum-y looking, it had more of a gold tinge.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah, it did have a goldish
anybody
tint
else-
to it.
Did anybody else notice that, or was that just me, or do you think it was lighting, or do you think?
No, I noticed it. I noticed it.
How do you guys feel about Yuta? I think he's impressive as hell.
I like him.
I think he was
I think-
impressive from the first time he started. I watched
like
him when he
it.
first started in AEW.
And
Yeah,
now he's got the guidance of the group he's with. I mean, my
Oh,
God.
definitely. That's
when you have the seal of approval from the Steven Regal,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
That's
know what I mean?
That's enough for me. That was enough.
Yeah. I think nothing but bright. I can see nothing but bright things for him. I mean,
Oh, I didn't finish watching the show because
yeah, it has more gold trim than the V1 version.
Yeah.
It had more silver, the V1. Yep.
I'm just saying this. If this is a newer version of the belt or whatever, it just looks a little dark. in
Yeah, they
color.
were just saying in the comment, it looks like they just took the silver away and made it all gold.
Interesting.
Because there's a
And-
silver border going around the original, and they turned it, the whole belt gold.
You know, I'm really liking that All Atlantic title.
it's a good
I
looking
like
belt.
it too.
It's a
Not gonna lie.
beautiful belt. Yeah,
Not gonna
It's a-
lie.
it doesn't
I
make
want-
sense, but
It doesn't make no. If it's like I like the belt, but it don't make a bit of sense. I don't
you got a
like
couple of countries that weren't they aren't in the Atlantic. So
Just like
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say kind of pretty far away from the Atlantic. It says Japan, but you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful
Okay.
design. I mean, it's not an original design, but it's colorful.
yeah, they stole the UWN design from the UWN World Title. I'm sure. Crap,
Yeah.
guy that puts on championship wrestling from Hollywood. I can't think of it.
It's just got a bunch of color in it. I like
Dave
it. Stands
Marquez.
out. Dave Marquez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure Dave Marquez is real happy about the fact that they stole his.
you know, and Tony Khan seems to really care about how belts, you know, when he has them, they do come out looking good.
yeah, they're nice.
I mean,
and I
Definitely,
agree with Brianna
bro.
on this.
He
Yeah,
likes
no.
that design. That's for sure.
Yeah, he does.
yeah,
It's not a bad design, but let's don't overdo it. It's like the
it's
logo
his
belt.
naming of titles like that.
Yeah,
belt, well, and then the trios titles. No, it was 6-man. Don't call it. And then on that belt too, it says trio champion. Now in tag teams, you should have champions with an S. I don't like
You-
it, just, you know, but that's
Right.
that's me.
5 minutes, fellas. 5 minutes.
How many men are in the match
6.
in a trio?
6.
6. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you have a tag team match that has 6 men in it, what should it be called? A
6-man tag.
6-man
tag.
tag match.
There you
Yeah.
go,
Wow. You know, the only reason why he calls it trios is because he wants to be, you know, he wants to, that lucha, you know, the pop at
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's
His
it.
creation.
Well, when I hear trios, I think of Martin Short, Chevy Chase, and
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Tres amigos. Oi, oi,
Yeah.
oi, oi.
Good.
Was that Chevy Chase? Was he the one in there?
Yeah,
that's
Chevy
Chevy
Chase,
Chase, yeah.
Steve Martin.
I love
and,
that. That's
Martin
like one of my
Short.
all-time favorite
Short.
movies, man.
Yeah.
It's still
That is a
hilarious to
classic.
this day. Hey, look, it's a mail plane. How do you know? Well, can't you see it's got little... Never mind.
Well,
I'm praying for you, Rich. I mean, Jim, I'm praying for you.
Yeah, but the trios title sounds like a lucha title. It would make sense if it's a lucha 6-man.
Well, that's just it, And here again, I want to point this out. I know we only got a couple of minutes. I thought AEW was supposed to be the alternative to WWE. Yet they try to do everything like them. They try to be ECW. They try to be all these other companies all rolled up in one. And I guess that's a great. They try to be like a big stew. But hear me out. And your difference between WWE and AEW, let's point out the differences between both companies. Oh, wait a second, you got 2 world champions. Because ROH is now part of AEW. We got 2 world tag team champions. You got 2 television champions.
There's too many belts running around
champions.
AEW right now.
And what about that dumpster match last night? Did that look familiar?
I didn't. Once again, I didn't watch after the first because I can't. I'm sorry.
They had the Ass Boys versus the Acclaim. It was a dumpster match.
It was like a Dudley Boy dumpster match.
No, yes. I think I recalled Terry Funk and
Terry Funk,
Mick Foley doing that.
With the
I'll say this:
it was Kane. It was Mick Foley and Mankind against Kane and
I thought it was the Outlaws.
And Kane smashes him with a sledgehammer in the.
I think it was the New Age Outlaws.
I thought it was the Outlaws.
No, it was New Age Outlaws. It was.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was Kane and Mankind against New Age Outlaws. It wasn't Terry Funk.
I'll say this about AEW, and then I'll move on to close the show. But AEW reminds me a lot of that neighbor that annoys you because you buy something, they have to go get it. You buy a new car, they have to go get the new car, and they don't make it look as good.
Do you remember Mrs. Kravitz from the show Bewitched?
Exactly. Yeah.
She's always seeing something that wasn't there, and
it's a copycat neighbor. It's a copycat next door neighbor.
Looking out the window.
Yep.
Once again, I don't want to be that guy, but AEW reminds me of 1998, 99, 2000 WCW with 1991 thrown in with sprinkles on top.
Yeah,
there are
I agree.
Things that they don't have any clue of what the hell they're doing. They're just doing it. Some of it looks really good, but there's no meaning behind it whatsoever.
It's called wrestling pop culture.
Yeah,
that's exactly it, Richard.
Okay, we got 2 minutes left. I want to do this one quick thing. I almost forgot about this, but Unique Spirit, we've been talking about, he's a sponsor of the show. I sent him the artwork I got from that middleman I mentioned earlier of the the World Class Tag Team Championships. And this is his first batch. So I'm going to show you what these look like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, amazing.
Good job, Unique.
Those are
very nice.
Those are Rusty Millers. Nice. So if you want a world class tag, Unique is the one to hit up. So
that's one I
got one.
As a matter of fact, I've got that one I bought from that middleman. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to buy one of these.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, but
nice work, Unique. Nice work.
So,
definitely.
Anyway, I am not a middleman for Unique. We just have a sponsorship deal going, so I advertise for him. We have 1 minute left, so I'm going to wind the show down. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And Lane, if you haven't been on here since we started doing this, the end credits, stay on here.
Oh, sure.
We'll be back after the end credits, okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for being on tonight. I want to thank all of you for watching. Donating your time to watch the show. We greatly appreciate it. We do the show for you. So if there's something you want to see, something you want us to quit doing, so we can get Chris Thermo to stop commenting.
And if you're
we're all going to read it. We're all going to read our Bibles before bed.
Yeah, we're going to prayer meeting after the show. But no, we want to thank you for joining us this week, and come back next week. We're going to have Dave Miller, the referee that did the 3 count for Ric Flair's final match.
Super Dave.
We don't want to miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. He'll be here next week. So join us next week. We'll be back. So until then, you have a great week, and hope you get some new belts in the meantime. Have a good night, everybody.
Be well.